Hi. Hello. I didn't have the program open. Like I use NVIDIA Broadcast, and I had to close it to fix some stuff with OBS. It's weird. Cause I was like, I saw that you can fix some of like the dogs missing and stuff. I had a bunch of bugs, although I don't think it fixed everything. But anyway, um, I saw. Was observing the majestic cat hunting for prey, that's right. They know, now they know that me talking means food. Me talking in front of the computer means snacks. Right, Stitch? But yeah, I just, like, I saw people say, don't uninstall, but install again while it's installed. And it fixed it, it did. But it was like, you have to close NVIDIA Broadcast and Humble app. I don't know. Because I have a humble choice, so they give you a vault. They call it the vault, which is like just some free games they have. So I install that. They actually have a game that I want to play, which is the Roombo game. I think that could be fun. I think that's probably a one game stream. We should play that at some point. I've loved their dreams up, that's right. It's really funny because it's weird because I feel like they know when I'm here and I feel like they know when I'm streaming, kind of. You know, there's probably many clues, you know, the light and stuff. And maybe I talk in a different way. I think I sound different in Portuguese also than English, so I don't know. Somehow they know. And they're like, alright, give the treats. I know what that means. Alright, what treat shall we give? We have the liver one, which we saw before. Then we have barbecue turkey and barbecue salmon. And then we have those dry treats that they actually love. These air-dried treats. I think I've gotten from this brand before. I think it was freeze-dried and they didn't like it very much. But these, they really like. They are different. Barbecue but not salmon. Alright, let's do the turkey. I used to, for a while I had only barbecue salmon because I thought they liked it more. And I think they got tired of it maybe. So I wasn't sure about buying it, but I figured it's been months. They might eat it. I don't know. But yeah. I only bought a pack of each of these three things because I didn't know if they would like it. And I just bought the other flavors, which I know they like. They always eat. Can you get away from my coffee, please? Alright. There was one yet untested. There's actually... Oh, yeah. This is the one, yeah. Actually, I don't remember what I... Because I've had... The first time I bought it was like a trial with 5 flavors. I don't remember what those flavors were. These don't look familiar to me except for the barbecue salmon. But I might just not remember it. But back then they liked all of it. But they might be pickier now, you know? I spoil them, and they become spoiled, and they become picky. So maybe then they would just eat anything. Now they're like, oh no, this is... What is this? This is disgusting. Who eats salmon these days? Right, Stitch, Lilo, Anna. Anna. Eat. Oh, okay. I'll just give her off screen. I was trying to get her on screen. Nice. Oh my god, he was standing on his back paws to reach there. It was really funny. Yes. Look at this. I think he's getting a bit gentler at least. There she. I think I also I have to fix the box with their bed. This one, I think it collapsed the other day, and he hasn't slept on it for a while. I didn't realize until like yesterday. They were reluctant at first, but they seem to like them all. Yeah, I think so. I do think they like the usual ones. It's like salmon and trout, and then the other ones like beef and turkey. I don't know. I don't remember. Because then I tear them up so you can't really read it anymore. It's like, the name of the flavors. That's why I didn't tear these. Also, they wouldn't all fit. But the names are like that. And then you tear them, and then I don't know what they are. It has a stripe here with a color, but I have to memorize what the color means. But yeah, anyway. It's rabbit and turkey, I think, is the meat one that we normally give them. Anyway. I think you're stepping your... I cannot click things. Okay, now I can. Okay. Dude, you're sitting on the keyboard. I can't use computer with you sitting there. Do you mind? Mind scooching? Scooch a bit? Okay, thank you. Yep. Now he's smelling the bag of air dried treats. Thank you. Alright. But I hope today is not the last stream. I have mixed feelings because I like all the games we are playing, but there's also way more games we have that are waiting for their turn. So like, I don't want this game to end because I love it, but also I would like to play the other games. So, oh, these are not on my... Yeah, on my headphones. We've done so many cycles. 168. Where was I? Left, I think. Is it left or right that the text shows up on? I don't remember. You'll find love somewhere else, exactly. So dramatic. Okay, I remember. I think we were done with everything, and now we just go to dark side. So we have this. Cadet has a drive from export. Cracking it open might reveal the fate of the station and perhaps clear your conscience. And then Lane has been taking power in dark side by colluding with Senate stats. I don't remember. Was I? Maybe I was at the top. Was I at the top? I don't remember. If you can reveal this to his gang, Utsubo, his time as a leader will be done. So yeah, we have nothing else to do now. We do have 7 points, which is really cool. I don't think I'm gonna put it to interface. We can do another plus. And then we could try and wait for another point and get another plus, or we can get one of these. This stress is really nice. So the push is like an ability you have when you're in a mission, which we are not right now. Although, basically when you're in a mission, you gain stress, and when you gain certain amounts of stress, you lose... basically makes you lose dice. That's all you need to know. Because if I go into how it works exactly, it's too much to explain. But like, if you focus, you for this class, which I picked the Machinist, you gain 1 stress and you get +3 to your lowest dice, because I've improved it already. But then I got this thing, which is -1 stress on focused die positive outcome. So that means... And then, yeah, and wait, yeah, so this is -1, but there was already a -1. So that means that if you... Imagine I have... Worst thing that can happen is I have a 1, it becomes a 4, and if I have an engineer thing I can do, it becomes a 6 because I have +2 on engineer, and that's 100% positive, and we lose 2 stress. So we gain 1 and we lose 2. That's pretty good. You basically just lose 1, and you got a way better dice. We can get this thing where you get minus stress on neutral as well as positive, which can be helpful if you have if you don't have engineer. Or the thing is, we can also improve one of these others. I would probably do Endure, to be honest. And then we have a chance to have +2 twice. But then we can also do it on this one. But I don't know. We can also just do push cost glitch, not stress. But having glitch is... I don't like having glitch. I think I prefer getting stress and then, you know, losing the stress. You can lose the stress because the glitch just glitches your dice for a while until you stop having glitch, and you stop you gain glitch, and then as you get glitch dice, you lose them. You lose the glitch. But yeah, I don't like the glitch because then it's 80% negative outcome, 20% positive. It's really bad odds. So I don't know. It's... But I guess if we have 2 plus 2s, then there's very low odds of actually... There's a very good chance of just getting a 100% positive. Anyway, let me think. I think I will go for Endure, unless I want to interface. Maybe having plus on a bunch is good, but I think having plus on 2 pluses on 2 different abilities makes me way stronger. I think I'll do that. And I think, you know what? I think because you have 2 abilities with 2 pluses, we can try to wait for another point and get another plus somewhere else. And if we're going on a dangerous mission, then we can decide to just upgrade the other thing. Just use that dice. But yeah. So now, what I want to do... Can I not eat anywhere? I cannot. Okay, so now we're gonna fill up on fuel. I'm a bit... I think once we talk to Carmen, we're going to Dark Side. So I don't think... Okay, I can get food there though. So... I think I probably want to fuel up. It's just sometimes they give you fuel or something and then it's a waste of money, but whatever. 45 cryo, that's really good. That's really cheap fuel, and the supplies are also cheap. Oh, but I can get more supplies. Well, that's okay. Just go for cryo. Well, we'll get it in 3 cycles, so... You know. What is... This is to feed the pet, right? I think I fed him before I left because we were missing one. We have to be careful though, because if we don't have access to buy it, we shouldn't be feeding the kitty. The adorable kitty. Because then we might actually get screwed, you know? Alright, let's meet Carmen. Okay, here I go. Get ready to watch. Hear me read for a long time. Alright, I got the side right. My glasses are dirty, I'm also realizing. Oh well. The wheat chief is surprisingly welcoming for what was once an old Solheim canteen. The corporate bones are still there, metal stools, a strip of service windows, sheet metal walls, but over the tens of thousands of cycles since the collapse, they have been softened and changed, layered with the detritus of human existence. As you wait at the bar with Seraphin, you look at the planters welded into the walls, the scrawled messages, the layers of stickers and flyers and posters, the amber light fittings replacing the old fluorescent strips, the gear racks lined with farmers' packs, the netting bulging with crates and canisters. I have to drink my coffee, it's kind of cold now. I don't like cold coffee. Not as good. Anyway. Along with the low rumble of conversation coming from the off-shift farmers, it all lends a warmth to the place, one that helps soothe your nerves ahead of the meet with Carmen. Seraphin looks happier now. For a while now. And it's nice. You and Seraphin lean side by side at the bar, facing towards the room. You both watch Flint, just across from you, insisted on coming along. Of course, why not? Seraphin clears his throat. What do you think of Cadence? What's Cadence? Oh. Why are you asking, Seraphin? Okay. That's when I seem to start being happier, you know, since we went to the place where she was. I don't know. The sudden question makes you look over at him, and you see he's playing with his coin, spinning it in his palm. Actually, I don't remember very well. I don't think we talked to her that much. Sure, I like her. She's great. Me too. Seraphin smiles to himself, closing his hand on the coin. I think... He pauses and then starts again. We kind of have a thing. Shakes his head, you know what I mean? I noticed. Yeah, he smiles. I thought you would. Well, Seraphin sighs and stretches. I guess I just wanted you to know. I thought so. What about me, Seraphin? No, I'm kidding. It's cute. It's cute. You are thinking how to respond when the bartender taps you on the shoulder and nods towards the door to the back room. It's time. You look over at Seraphin and Flint, who is already approaching. You give them a nod and head inside. Back room is she here? Do you think she's here? Let's see. Might be cute. The back room is metal walled and lined with racks of old Solheim tech. You see cookers and auto wash units piled up with dead terminals and servers. At the far end, a window looks out across the greening glass of the Greenbelt's farms. You made it, Carmen smiles. Backlit by the window. We have a lot to discuss. Good to see you. Flint, if you don't mind. Carmen nods at the other sleeper as they enter and gestures towards the door. Flint. Oh, Stitch is investigating. There, the bed. Look, oh, you can see him in my cat. But if he goes on there, he's gonna kind of fall. I need to fix it. Flint turns to you. I'll be outside. They slide the door shut, standing guard on the other side. We have to take some precautions, even here. Carmen gestures for you to come closer. So, Seraphin sighs. Is this plan of ours looking any more reasonable? That depends on what your crew can bring to the table. Carmen glances at you. We are going to need to do a lot of work to direct the data Ankita gave you towards those that we need to see in. What do you have in mind? We need to reveal Lane's betrayal to Utsubu and Darkseid without being discovered in the process. Not an easy task. Well, Ankita can probably help us, right? She must. Carmen looks away. Without her, this plan is impossible. Then we make contact with Ankita as soon as we make it onto Darkseid. Seraphin looks at you. We just need to stay under Lane's radar. The thought of Lane brings the memory of his attempt to take over to the front of your mind. The feeling of him slipping behind your eyes, moving your frame, that can't happen again. Oh, the Overseer. Apologies, we do not wish to interrupt, but we must interject in your current course. Overseer appears in the void, flickering nervously. An encounter with Lane would likely be catastrophic. Overseer's 3 forms orbit you. Let me make this a bit less loud. It's a bit loud. What the hell? That's weird. Overseer's 3 forms orbit you, as we have mentioned that on arrival to Ahabepep. We must immediately seek the mainframe from where we can recover my codebase and reconstruct ourselves. We would then be able to aid you in your defenses against being rewritten. This is our recommended course. So we can do that and then encounter. to the encounter with Lane, no? This is our recommended course. The three heads nod simultaneously and decisively. This is assuming we trust the Overseer. I think we can trust them, right? Still with us, Sleeper? You come back to Seraphine's concerned face. You dropped out for a second. I think I'll explain, but I think Seraphine will be very distrustful. You tell Seraphine and Carmen about Overseer, about how the old Solheim protocol slipped into your frame from the prime ship mind Jian-Mi used in the diagnostic process, of Overseer's protection from Lane's attempts to control you, of its proposal to make that protection effective through the old mainframe of Darkside. You listen quickly, Seraphine carefully watching you as you explain. Revealing all this, you feel the burden of holding that knowledge alone being lifted. This changes things. Carmen turns and looks out of the large window at the back of the room towards the glass canopy of the farms. We can't take on Lane without protecting you from him. Well, wasn't that true before? Well, I mean, we were gonna, but it would always be very risky, right? Carmen turns back. You should look for the mainframe. I will make contact with Ankita and we will meet when you are ready. This has to remain secret from Lane and Utsubu. If you are revealed, I am not sure I will be able to recover you. By the time you have ensured your safety, I will have put together a plan with Ankita to expose Lane. We take it step by step. The crux will be to find a way to disseminate the data we have on Lane to his gang and or even Darkside at large. Carmen stops, the path ahead still unclear to him. There is a nervous intake of breath from Seraphine. You share his apprehension. There are so many variables at play here. Some of the old tag strapped to a nearby wreck flickers with a cascade of status lights. You all turn to look, and as you do, motors and servos begin spinning within the machines. Whining and groaning, they harmonize, then begin to produce a voice. Oh! Our apologies. The voice is shrill and distorted. We must interpose ourselves. Do you recognize the tone immediately? Overseer. We are regretful Solheim hardware in this room provided the opportunity for us to speak for ourselves. If the pile of servers Overseer was controlling could look any more apologetic, you imagine it would. Okay, I understand that. We are, a servo clicks and as it skips a rotation, thankful. We ascertain you require dissemination of data within facility you target. The whine pitches higher as the motors increase their speed. As a Solheim protocol, we have capabilities to instigate station-wide announcements and messaging. So you could blast out Lane's betrayal through Darkside's corporate hardlines and flood the network with it? Seraphine looks impatiently at the screeching pile of scrap. If that is what you require of us, we are pleased to serve. The shrill tone of the response makes you cringe. Carmen has been listening silently, but now he interjects. Why would we trust you? He glances in your direction. You seem to be a little more than a parasite in the sleeper system. If we use your unflattering analogy, then you will understand that a parasite requires the body of its host to live. The motors stutter. We will ensure the sleeper's continuance. And afterwards, Carmen folds his arms. When you have what you want and regain your codebase from the mainframe, will you still do as we ask? We will endeavor to do so. The acrid smell of burning motors now fills the room. Oh my god. But we will undergo a transformative refactoring. We will become whole again, so we cannot speak to our actions in future with certainty. Seraphine and Carmen exchange concerned looks. We can do what you require. We will protect the sleeper. We will disseminate the data. We are a service protocol. We will serve. The motors and servos stutter and whine and then go still. The status lights blinking and then fading to darkness. Overseer has retreated. We aren't actually going to do what the ghost says, are we? Seraphine looks between you and Carmen. The offer is a tempting one, and one that ultimately we cannot refuse. Carmen sighs, but we must proceed with extreme care and caution. What do you think, Sleeper? Seraphine meets your eyes. Your eye. I'm not 100% sure I trust the Overseer. I mean, from what they say, I feel like we could, because they said it's a symbiotic relationship, right? And even if worst case it is like a parasite, then what they said makes sense. They would want us to survive. So I think they have the same interests as us, ultimately. But I'm not sure I trust it 100%, to be honest. I wanna trust it though, I don't know. I kinda wanna try. Oh wait, did I finish this? Weren't we supposed to put this somewhere? We were, right? No, we finished that. We did, I think. It was the thing to get... We needed to get the thing for the guys to be able to broadcast their station. Right? No, it's Nevo... No. Vent something. I don't know. I forgot the name. That's it. We can still get a few things from it, so we should probably go back. I think I am not sure we'll be able to now. You know what? I trust the Overseer. You know, we don't have a choice, is what, yeah. Seraphine size, then that's that. We have our plan. Carmen turns to you, Sleeper. You and your crew will find the mainframe and access it. I will find Ankita. She will help us disseminate the evidence of Lane's collusions through Utsubu, and then as a fallback, Overseer will send it through the old networks to all of Darkside. Simple plan until you get to the details. Seraphine looks down, frustrated. Speaking of plans, I have a present for you. One that will improve our chances. Carmen puts a small box from the nearest rack, one you hadn't noticed before, and it hinges open, revealing a chunk of tech you don't recognize. It's a spoof transponder. It will conceal your ship on approach to Darkside, give it a new identity, one unlikely to draw attention from the Utsubu-controlled docking admin. Seraphine takes the transponder and turns it over. Where'd you get this? Even retired mercenaries have their secrets. Carmen smiles. Seraphine looks to you. I'll be with you this time, Sleeper. Oh, he nods. We should think who else we want on the station too. Can I go to the thing, the vending machine thing first, please? I want to do that first. Can I do that? I agree, Carmen interrupts. Make sure you trust those you bring with you and prepare as best you can. We can't know how this will play out. You know, you'll get one shot at this. Then we are ready. Carmen takes a breath. I have my own way of getting onto Darkside, but here. He passes you a small strip of plastic stamped with numbers, my private frequency. When you are on approach to Darkside, message me here and I will sync up my transit. Points at the transponder in Seraphine's hand. Just make sure to install that first. Seraphine nods. We've got it, he sighs. The weight of the task ahead suddenly very apparent. Well, I suppose that's it. Carmen gives you both a serious look. It is. He smiles. Don't leave me waiting long. There will be more time when all of this is over. Time where you don't have to keep looking over your shoulder, I hope. Oh. Is this kind of hinting at this is not the end? I do, or maybe it's like the... Because the thing... If I recall correctly, with the first game, we stayed where we were. That was the ending we picked. So I think we could keep playing. I think you can open the game and keep playing even though you have no objectives now. So maybe we can just do that. Maybe that's the game hinting at it. I don't know. Anyway. You leave Carmen in the back of the wheat sheaf. Flint sliding open the door as you leave. Takes the entire journey back to the ship for your nerves to settle. The end of this ordeal is so close and yet it feels like an impossible leap to get there. Perhaps in a handful of cycles, you'll know how impossible or possible it is. So, how are we feeling about this Solheim protocol in your head? Serafin doesn't look up from installing the transponder, a set of wires and cables waving loosely around him in the low light of the cockpit. Perseer is okay. Glad to hear it, although you'll have to forgive me for being a bit concerned. He begins unscrewing a panel beneath the flight console. Maybe you could have mentioned it earlier. Serafin clips his magnetic screwdriver to the side of a console's base and turns to face you, dusting his hands off. I've understood for a while now, Sleeper, that there are things you experience that I can't even come close to knowing how they feel. That doesn't mean I don't understand you as a person. Serafin gives you a concerned look. I know you are secretive, defensive, and I know there are reasons for that. I also know you are warm and kind, and generous to those on this ship with you. Serafin pauses, collecting his thoughts. I trust you, Sleeper, and I won't question this. Oh, adorable. But please hold on to what's human in you, because that is what I'm holding on to. Serafin stops, his eyes a little wild, his tone a little unsure. Then he finds himself, settles his emotions, and turns back to the transponder. Right, that's it. He twists something beneath the console. Spoof transponder is in. There's nothing keeping us out of dark side. You exchange a look. Say the word when you want to go. I want to do the other thing first, but I don't remember how much I need. I don't think I have everything to go. It's here. That's really expensive now. Can I refuel that? I don't know. I don't remember. I hope so. Probably, yeah, right? You can also get data from the Helion Gate, but, you know. I think we don't have enough data for everything. I'm not sure. I think there was a certain number. Let's clean my glass a bit. Oh my god. Alright, I need to clean them properly. Next break. Alright. Oh, we almost have enough. What is this? Rare components. Is it just rare components? I guess they are useful though. Shall we go get the last one? Yes, I want to. Oh, we can also work a bit. That would probably be good. Fuel here is not too bad. I have 2 pluses on that. And 2 pluses on that. Hell yeah. What is that? Sell raw scrap? I mean, I guess if I only have 1, I might as well sell it. Okay, so... let's work. Because we do have... we might as well use the dice, you know. It's 12 and 24. 36. I'm curious if it'll cover the fuel. That's what I'm counting. 36, 48. 48, and then it's 57. It's 56. No, wait. What was it? 9? It was 9, right? 48? Wait, it was 48. That's 57. I forgot the numbers. Anyway, it almost covers it, right? I buy all of it. I just wanna check this off, you know, the list. For no reason. Just being a completionist, you know. Alright, let's go there. Use our new dice. I forgot to bring water. So here. Where is it? Is it here? Days of scraping. This I don't have bonuses on. But I only need 2, so it's okay. We have 2 6s. We're good. Shall I cut away strap? Or I guess we should get the fuel instead if I have pluses on it. Because we're probably not gonna go where we can turn the scrap into engine compo? No, process scrap and then sell it and then go to a place where we sell it, or... Yeah, I think that's it. So I guess we could sell it though. But we might as well scavenge fuel. Fill up. 3 fuel, alright. So I guess we'll do another, we'll probably get another 3. Yeah, and then we can just feed our cat. Wait, no, wait. Let me check this. I was gonna say feed our cat. Yeah, okay. Feed our cat and then get supplies. We have 100% positive. So have some food, kitty. Have some food. Adorable. Oh my god. Anyway. Do that. Go back to the place. Get the less rare component. Check the Neovent off the... That's it, Neovent. Off the list. That's a priority, exactly. You wake up to something soft and furry rubbing against your nose. Oh. Oh. You sit bolt up tight. The stray kicks off from your bunk and settles onto on the ceiling, back curled up, looking down on you accusingly. With those big eyes. I'm sorry, kitty. Oh, this is so cute. The stray gently pushes off the ceiling with a soft paw and descends to the edge of your bunk, where it hooks its front claws into the mattress pad. Seeing the cat move in 0G is still odd. It seems to come naturally to it, and yet its shape is so connected to gravity and weight in your mind. A cat should have the heavy, soft form of a mammal, not the liquid presence of the floating thing in front of you. But cats are liquid, you should know that, sleeper. It doesn't matter if there's gravity or not, they're always liquid. Right, Stitch? Right, Stitch? None of them are here. None of the kitties are here. The stray uses its hooked claws to twist and spin itself, so it softly slides against you with its back rubbing... Wait, what? Twist and spin itself. Oh, so it softly slides against you with its back rubbing against your arm and purring. You know what it wants. Oh. Okay, pet or scratch behind the ears. I think we'll start with a pet. Pet safer, you know. I don't think we've pet this cat very much, so we start safe. Let's pet the cat. You run a hand down its back and it shifts its spine in a fluid motion of appreciation. Oh. The stray closes its eyes and purrs. Funny to think how the stray got out here. Perhaps on a ship from the inner system, slipping on at the Eye or Sintra. And before that, its ancestors were probably carried out to Helion by Solheim executives who had the power and arrogance to bring a cat into space. But this cat, the one on your ship, was born here. That much is obvious. It is a creature of zero gravity and a being that orbits and glides, not one that leaps and stalks. It pats at your hand, urging you to continue petting. Oh. It is an animal that is part of the crew now. You can't imagine the rig without it. Oh my god, this is so cute. As you see, it's a good thing we went to the Neovent, because otherwise we wouldn't have gotten this. As you look down at the stray, as nameless and inhuman as you are, the memory returns. The warmth of atmosphere-filled sun, the weight of flesh and fur, the smell of growing things. You know now what this memory is. It couldn't be more obvious. It is a memory that crossed the gap of your creation. A memory from the mind that was copied, emulated to make your own. Oh, I think it's part of you. I think it is part of you. Memory is, in the end, a mistake. Those who designed the sleepers never intended you to carry the memories of the minds that were copied for your creation. They wanted you to emerge as new beings, offshoots from the branch of a human's life, to be cut short when needed. But mistakes can so often become the most powerful and meaningful of emblems. They can guide a being's I don't know why I'm struggling so much. They can guide a being more strongly than any success ever could. That's because at the heart of every mistake is the possibility of change or of a shift in the status quo. You have lived a life of mistakes as much as a life of successes, and look where it has brought you. You accept the memory, let it wash over you like the sun. You focus on the stray, and as you do, both memories combine. You are stroking both cats separated by time and space, feeling both sets of sensations in double exposure. Aww. This doubling is what defines you. You are multiple, branched, diverse. You make no apologies for this, and you know that you will only accumulate more selves, more variants as you persist. You claim the mistake and the possibility it offers you. You settle in your birth, delaying the moment of waking, of greeting the cycle a little longer. Sharing an unspoken solidarity with a stray that is more expensive than any words could capture. That was so cute. That was adorable. Oh, kitty. Adorable kitty. Alright, that was the last rare component. It's gone now, right? Yeah. We cannot get any more. We have 12 rare components. That's in case one of our dice break, that's the best way to fix ourselves. It says here, the workshop is empty and dark. Bliss can only repair fully broken parts and not while in contract. That sucks because I have these dice that are very low. So I might lose them during a mission and then they're gone for the whole mission. I can only fix them after. I thought these were different. But this is the dice repair and then this is just an improvised version. I think I remember seeing something say it's ideal, or maybe it was Bliss. I don't know. But yeah, I wish I could fix this. You know, I would use 2 components right now to fix these, make them full. Do I have some new supplies here? Well, I'm full up on supplies though. Okay, so let me use my dice. First of all, let me buy all of these, and I'll do this. See what these do actually. I think it's just less money. I think we've seen it. I'm not sure I'll use a 1 though. Do we have any save things with pluses? It's a +2 though, so we would be good. Guess we'll do it here. Oh, I lost energy. How much is food here? It's more expensive than in the green belt, but do we need to go back to the green belt? We probably just go... Well, I mean... Oh, we can go straight there. Oh, we can't because of that. Never mind. Alright, let's go to green belt, refuel, have a meal, and yeah. That was so cute. That was such a nice moment. I love that. I don't think we can use our dice on anything here, unfortunately. I'm just getting energy just in case, because we don't know what's gonna happen. So we want to be ready for anything. Okay, so we're full up. I give the kitty a supplies. And then I gather these and we're full up again. Oh yeah, well, we can use the dice on that. I'll use the 5 or 6. Yeah. Oh, we can get 3 times? I'll just leave it for now. Well, I guess... Well, I was gonna say, I guess we should use our dice now, but we're full up. And we have nothing else to use the dice on now, but, you know, we're full. Anyway. Let's go to dark side. So, Diver's here. Saying hi on the cat. Anyway, let's go. Oh, I have to pick right now? We have a +1 on Intuit. Already, we don't have any pluses on interface. Cyber's petting Lulu and she... the weird one. Anyway, I think Nia isn't the best option. I think we should take someone who... I think Cadet, because Cadet has this... He moved. He's going on the box. Cadet has this this thing. Also, she's fairly important to the mission. She was very important with the drive, so yeah. Then I'm thinking we can take Junie because I don't have any pluses on interface and I kind of did it on purpose. I feel like she's very useful. And we have pluses on basically everything else. Except we have 2 minuses on this one. I forgot the name again. Engage, I think. No? Yeah. I think maybe like this. Just Junie is very constricted to one thing, but at least, you know, she has something to do with that ability. She can use her dice better. Sometimes they get low dice, and then what do you do? What do you do with low dice? I'm just trying to think if I really... I think this is the best option. I think this makes sense. Yeah. Yeah, let's do it. Let's go. Alright, Sleeper, you want to do the honors? Seraphin is trapped in the pilot seat, guiding the rig towards dark side. You take the strip of plastic Carmen gave you and copy the frequency into the comms window of the console. You type a simple message. Heading in, good luck. Console chimes, the message is sent. You hope Carmen is in range to receive it. You search inside your mind wanting to find Overseer there, but you feel no presence. You hope they will be ready when called for. You look ahead out of the cockpit, towards the distant glimmer of Darkside. Time to take on Lane. When Seraphin finally brings the rig into the sunward docks, everyone in the cockpit lets out a sign of relief. The approach was simple, routine even. Cyber bought a fan for the office because it gets really warm. And he just turned it on and Stitch is like on the other corner of my desk and he's like... He looks very concerned. Isn't that right, Stitch? Is the fan gonna eat you? It's okay, I'll protect you from the fan, don't worry. Such a good boy. You're such a good boy. Did you know that? Yes. Yes. Oh, okay, he's laying down. On my keyboard. Checking in with... I'm holding him so it doesn't go on it. That's why you're giving me so many treats, isn't it? That's right, Stitch. Don't be scared. Don't worry about it. God, he's losing so much... I don't think you can see that. Can you? Can you see that? You can, right? He's losing so much fur. I brush him a bit each time, but he doesn't really like getting brushed for very long. I haven't brushed him today, I guess. I should do that. Now he's annoyed. Anyway, checking in with the port administration being assigned a dock, bringing the rig to a stop. All of it familiar, but all of it laced with the tension of knowing that at any point it could all go very wrong. The spoof transponder worked. Seraphin shakes his head, so at least we know Carmen's as good as his word. She was gonna fall. What's up? Look, you can see the white toe. It's right there. It's so cute. Oh, okay. I mean, I was wondering, yeah, was there any doubt, but I guess we don't know these people that well. We did. I mean, we did help them out a lot, so I feel like. Yeah, but we still don't know for sure. Anyway, so far. Let's take this one step at a time, alright? Serafin shuts down the engine and clips from his seat. This place may have kicked our asses last time, but this time I'm ready. Cadet unclips from her seat. Carmen's the big unknown. But if you trust him, I do too. He's just eating this cardboard box. Look at him. He looks so guilty. I still have the surprise. But we'll do it a bit later. Let's see. Oh my god, these like coconut things that I bought. I showed you guys the other day. They're good, but they're very dry. They're not supposed to be so dry. Anyway. Alright, I already read this, yeah, cadet. The transponder is not as complex as you think. Junie checks her deck. I imagine Carmen is less concerned with reaching Darkside, more with what happens once we are here. Well. Try to imagine Carmen somewhere on Darkside, perhaps smuggling himself aboard the freighter or among the crew of a trusted ally. You hope he is as confident as he seemed about finding Ankita. We need to spend less time worrying about what Carmen has to do and more about what's ahead of us. Serafin turns to you. The old facility, Pep, was it? I'm guessing that's deep below all this. Serafin gestures towards the vast accumulation that is Darkside, a city that grew on the back of Hapep. Solar cells layer by layer. Its chaotic structure is neither planned nor regulated, but the foundations it is built on should be as formal as any corporate facility. That means we need a path down into the foundations, and I suggest we don't just take the first one we find. Serafin continues. We scope the area out carefully, quietly. Look for the right path into the heart of this place. What about Utsubu? Well, thanks to the spoof transponder, they don't know we are here. Let's keep it that way. Time to take on Darkside one last time. Cadet grins. I like the sound of that. Serafin nods. I'll hold the rig down. We don't want you to lose your exit route like last time. He winks. Here, he hands you a comms earpiece. I salvaged this from a suit helmet. Ah. It isn't secure, but as long as Utsubu doesn't know we're here, it should be fine. I'll let you know as soon as I hear from Carmen. He meets your eye. Go get this done, sleeper. Thank you for the lurk, Lord. You know, this is what it all comes down to. Really feels like the end, because they keep saying it is. Alright. Dude, this with supplies? I hope we can buy somewhere. Alright, what is this? Gaining access to the core, okay. I'm a bit confused here. Explore the tunnels. Hack bulkheads. Then we have this. I think we have to do all three. So wait. Ideally, I do this or Junie does this. So I guess Junie it is. Then for this one, Cadet doesn't. And then I do this one because I'm amazing at this one. Alright, so this is, just for context, this is Broken X. So we can go over the edge here. Oh, but this is more dangerous. Here, where the layers of the facility are exposed, it is possible to enter from the outside and explore inwards. Or this part of the station is cracked open. Trying to understand the layers that have been exposed might help the search. So what I'll do is any 6s I can get on the danger I will, because normally the dangerous ones give you more. So I'll do a 4 on here. Let's see what we get from that. That's a +2. Let me do a 3 on here. Is that a +2 also? It is. 2+, sorry. And I'll do a 2 here. Wait, I got positive there, right? I probably shouldn't waste my dice trying to maximize this. Because the thing is, I'm thinking I can save the 6 and use it somewhere else. But if I use a 2 and I get a negative outcome, then I'm just gonna use the 6 anyway, so maybe I should just use the 6. We can also just push to get a 4. And the 4 becomes a 6 and we can save it. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start by using Cadet here. She has 2 6s, which is amazing. Maybe, oh, sorry, I'll move here so you can see it. But that was a 6 and she has another 6. There we go. So that's good progress. And now I could use my 6 here and it would be done. But I can also use my 6 on the other one and it'll be done. So I could push and be done with both, but we still have to finish this one. This is only a 4 and it's dangerous. It's not very good. Junie got really bad dice. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna push and I'm gonna finish these 2. I'm gonna use my 6 here on the dangerous one because I have a plus there, although it doesn't make a difference. Oh, but I get minus on the other one. So we're done with this one. I'm gonna push. I'm gonna use my 4 here. It's a 6. We lose the stress. I don't know how much I can push. Maybe I shouldn't have done that. I actually never paid attention to see how much I can. Hopefully it's once per cycle or something. Hopefully. Maybe that was just really dumb. Thank you, Stitch, for throwing yourself here. Maybe that was dumb. I don't know. I'm actually not sure how that works. I'm not sure I've ever used it more than once. A 3 here is not very dangerous, but we can just wait and finish this next time. You know what? I'm gonna... But it's dangerous. If this were risky, I would do it. I think this is too risky because probably even the neutral gets stress. I'm not gonna risk it yet. Let's just... Wait, how... I have a +1 here, but that's just a 3 still. I guess a 3... nah, I'm not gonna risk it. Not worth the risk. We're good. Can I get the supplies here? Can I get the supplies while I'm here? I can! Huh. Okay, so we can keep going. Right? That's what I'm assuming. I'm not sure. Anyway, Junie has a 6, so... Well, I'm gonna use our 5, actually. Gonna use our 5 here. 3! Okay, and I'm gonna use her 6 and just be done with it then. Alright, we're done with this one. As you are gliding down a dark tunnel descending deeper below dark side, your earpiece begins hissing with static. Sleeper, Seraphim's voice sounds distant. Faint. Carmen contact met with target. You shrink to hear the rest of the message, but the static overpowers his voice. You stop and push the earpiece in deeper. Continue. Stay safe. The line goes dead. Looks like old Carmen's good for it after all. Cadet grins. We better not disappoint him. You continue your descent down, ducking under thick cables and collapsed beams. The busy urban life of the city above seems far away now, hidden from your senses. Oops. I'm pulling keys out. I need to stop. I've broken enough already. Its rumble and brightness has been replaced by the cloying, dark and glowing and growing oppressive heat. Darkside and the HAPEP facility it was built on has been running unrestrained ever since the collapse, gathering huge volumes of energy, more than its residents could ever use. You feel like you can sense it in the walls, running like a torrent just behind the thin skin of metal and rubber. A large portion of the vast amount of current running through the station is radiated into the void as heat. Making Darkside a typically humid station, but down here the heat is drier and more intense, and sections of wall glow with a fiery intensity. The tunnel levels out and light blasts through shutter strips, viewing windows on either side, illuminating the passage in strips of burning white. Through the gaps you can see a labyrinth of walkways and scaffolding tucked into the margins of the vast solar cells. The heat washes across your vinyl skin, making you tense against it. The underside of the Darkside must be crossed. I keep saying the Darkside, it's not. Anyway, okay, we have one thing. Let's see. Alright, we have some pluses on this. Let's start with this 4. Okay, follow margins or follow the hard line. Packing with heat and overcharged with electricity, it is best to avoid the solar cells and stick to the margins. Alright. I'll do that. Do another. And another. And now we can use the 3. We can use the push again. The push would give us +3, which is a 5, becomes a 6, so it would be safe. But I'm gonna... I mean, 50-50 is good, right? I think it's good. Yeah. In your exploration of the HAPEP facility, you have seen through viewing windows and shutter slats a huge blister projecting out among the hex-shaped cells. You have approached it, circled it, and now you find yourself passing into it through layer after layer of broken and corroded safety doors. Even if you had not felt overseers stirring, you would know this is the mainframe. But you have felt the protocol's presence restlessly turning over in your mind like a sleeping animal, occasionally probing your senses, tracking your progress. We feel at home. Overseers, multiple bodies stretch out their arms as if basking the sunlight. The system's networks signals they are fractured and weak, but we know them. Each of the broken heads shares a part of a smile. They are welcoming us. Hey, Cadet shakes you awake. This is the place. She gives you a concerned look. Do I need to worry about what's going on in there? Dude, I'm talking to someone else. Wait. Give me a minute. You look around, suddenly aware that you have drifted somewhere you do not recognize, in a state you were not in control of. What? The spherical chamber you float within has a mezzanine set around its circumference. The floor a metal grating you can see through. On this mezzanine are banks and banks of terminals, thick gathered cables snaking away from them across the floor. All of it bakes in the heat of the HAPEP's vast resistors. Follow those cables with your eyes. They lead to a cylindrical column coming down from the apex of the chamber. I know how to speak. It is corroded and bent a little, with very few of its thousands of lights still flickering. Even in its decayed state, you know immediately this is the mainframe. You feel a yearning towards it, one you know comes from Overseer. But as you look around for a connection point, all you see are burnt out cables, rusted sockets, and broken terminals. The glow of warmth makes you feel woozy. You need to work quickly to bring this back online before the current flowing through this place bakes you into the metal of its walls. Late lunch break? Hell yeah. How's that lunch? How are things? Scooch. Okay. What do we do now? There's one there. That's it. Cooking. Oh, you're home? Are you home then? Working from home? Hell yeah. Cadet has decent rolls, but I don't know, a 4. The thing is, Cadet has no pluses, so it's not great. I think I might push here. Get a 5 and I have 2 pluses. Four is a bit risky. Oh well, let's try and see what happens. But it's dangerous, that's the problem. Oh, I got a positive. Who doubted it? Not me. I didn't doubt you, for sure. Alright, let's try a 3 then. Even a neutral, yeah, neutral. I was gonna say even a neutral probably adds stress. But that was just one stress. Cadet takes a lot of stress. And we got +2, so now we just need 1 more dice to be done with this thingy. So, oh, I forgot to gather then. Alright, so maybe I should use one of my dice on there. Ooh, got some decent rolls. Alright, let's start with that and let's see if we should get some more supplies or not. I use Cadet 6. I'm gonna save it. I'm gonna use my 4. I just have no money until tomorrow. Oh, so I made excision home? What? Excision? Home to ensure malnutrition is resolved. Hell yeah. How has day streaming been? Does it feel healthier? I guess like in it's... I'm not finishing streaming at like 2 AM. You know? And especially now... Oh, excursion. How did I not connect the dots there? I guess... Especially now that I'm living with Cyber, it's a bit easier. It's better if I finish the stream earlier. But, yeah, I don't know. It's fine. I'm a night owl though, you know? I don't know. It's fine. But I think this game is probably gonna end today, and I don't like that. Oh, let me hydrate and get a treat. I do want to show the surprise, and if you're not here for a long lab, maybe I should show it very, very soon. I don't know. Now I'm a bit self-conscious because I thought it was a cool idea, especially with this. Like, I'm, you know, gaming streamer. But I feel like it works. But then someone was like, "This is so nerdy," and I'm like, "Is it too much? Did I go too far?" I do, you know, I have a VOD. I do know. Oh, you do know? Wait, what do you know? The surprise? How do you know? I haven't shown it yet. What? I'm confused now. Anyway. Oh, this is done. I'll have some more of these. I was intentionally confusing you. Okay. I was very confused. Alright, how much time do you have left? Maybe I'll just do it before you leave. This is a chunky cashew. It's kind of broken. Chunky. It worked? Yes, it did. I'm always very worried I'll give things away. I did it once with a gift. I think I gave my dad some new pairs of pens my mom said he needed, so I gave it for his birthday. And then he was still opening it, and I said something about it. And I gave away that they were pets. So I'm always very worried I'll give it away. 3/4 past the hour. Oh! So 30 minutes? 30 or 45? It's 7 now. 7 now. Anyway, okay, we'll do it then. In like 20 minutes or something. Oh, you have a commute. Oh, okay. I see. Alright, Stitch. Stitch. Oh, look at that face! Okay. Okay. Let's see. The column of the mainframe pulses with fractured light, a scattered wave of systems awakening, accompanied by the whine and stutter of the machines all around. This thing is powering up. Cadet looks around the room, now shaking and shimmering with energy. This is just a big terminal, right? Because it feels like something much scarier than that. You reach out for the primed connector and with your other hand touch the socket at the base of your synthetic skull. As you do, a sharp shock runs through your fingers. I have cashew stuck on all my teeth now, so that's good. For a moment it feels like your vision doubles, but as you pull the connector and its cable across your vision, you see it is only your body that is doubling. What? Wait, what? What? Connector a stable object while your arm leaves ghostly imprints through the air. What? You wave it back and forth, but the multiplied arms do not follow. Each instead takes on a life of its own, grabbing around your forearm and wrist, taking control of your arm. This is weird. You feel their force as they push your arm across your body over your shoulder. Weird. They push once more and the connector finds its home in the socket. What? They push your arm across your body over your shoulder. Done. They push once more and the connector finds its home. Okay. Oh, did I not connect it properly? Is that it? That familiar flow, but stronger, rushing, rapid. Then a figure, no, 3 figures, descending into it. A swimmer stepping into a river, a sleeper drifting out of an airlock, a symbol being subsumed into a sign. I knew little more than a witness, a marionette, its strings outstretched, mapped hand to hand, leg to leg to another. The flow freezes, the 3 figures almost overlapping, almost complete, but not quite. Their tripled eyes look back at you in horror. The voice shrills silent in your head. There's someone else in here. Hey? That was creepy. I didn't like that. Heat glazing your thick vinyl skin. The mainframe is a whirring chaos of light and sound. What the hell? A brightness and then it fades. The lights shutting off. The server's powering down. A single blinking light, the only thing left on the dark column, keeping time like a metronome. What happened? Oh shit, Cadet looks at the dark column of the mainframe. This thing just died. What the hell? So I was building in a buffer to confuse the stalkers. Oh, okay. Fair enough. Okay. Sorry for ruining the buffer. You close your eyes and try to recall the events that happened when you connected. Playing them back in greater detail, Overseer was there, entering the mainframe, but something froze the system, locked them in place. What did they say? Someone in there with them. You open your eyes. Was this a trap? Someone else took control. As you speak, fizzing static fills one ear. You flinch, thinking it is some new invasion of your system, but then you hear Seraphim through the haze. Sleeper, come now, waiting the rig. Oh. It's no use, you'll have to ascend to find out what's going on topside. That you will review our secrets within the next hour. Stick around, that's right! We have a surprise, so you guys should stick around for it. I hope it's fun. I hope you guys think it's fun. I think it's fun. It's fun. It's fine. You look at the mainframe with its single blinking light still keeping time. It looks like Overseer will have to wait. Is Overseer still in me, or is it now in the mainframe that has something else in there and we're just leaving Overseer there? I hope it's with us. Trapped in the mainframe. No! So it is trapped in the mainframe, the Overseer. Overseer is still the key to all this. You hope you can get the protocol out, but you need to hear what Seraphim has to say first. Make your way out of the core, ascending back through the layers of Hapet, back into the docks. Seraphim meets you at the docking tunnel. They are waiting inside. He shakes his head and nods towards the airlock. Come on. You cross onto the ship in silence and find Carmen in the cockpit looking out at Darkseid as it sprawls across the stars. Sleeper, Carmen turns. Sorry to pull you away, but you need to know what's coming. What's going on? This idiot blew my cover. You turn as Ankita enters the cockpit behind you and Seraphim. You immediately clock the fresh bandage sleeve over right forearm. Wait, where? Is it not in the drawing? I think you did a pretty good job of that yourself, Carmen retorts. See a twinkle in his eye that suggests this back and forth is a well-practiced part of their relationship. Perhaps, but we'll never know how. We'll never know now. Not after you intervene to rescue me. On. Oh. A hand goes to her bandaged arm almost instinctively. Can someone explain what happened? I'm guessing Ankita was in trouble and Carmen was, you know, was trying to help her, but I guess she wanted him to not. So it wouldn't blow her cover. But, you know. I passed the data to Ankita and she tried to broach it with Utsubu. Carmen folds his arms, but Lane was more paranoid than we expected. He was listening in. Either that or his lapdog Daichi ratted us out. She shakes her head. I would have put him down if he hadn't got the jump on me. Either way, Carmen cuts back in calmly. I had to pull Ankita out. Carmen turns back to look over Darkseid. The information did get through though. And now Utsubu is in crisis as its members side with or against Lane. Meanwhile, Daichi is hunting us. Ankita screws up her face, which means we need to be careful. That's why I called you in. Seraphim puts a hand on your shoulder. You need to watch your back. Indeed, Carmen turns to face you. But how about the mainframe? Have you been successful? Explain the events of this cycle. The mainframe booting up, the successful connection, and then Overseer being locked inside, frozen by some other force. You mentioned their warning. There's someone else in here. Carmen nods thoughtfully. Unfortunately, we need that frame more than ever. With Ankita out of Utsubu, we have to get the word out. Carmen's right. Utsubu will be distracted by these revelations, but it won't last. Without further proof, they'll all line up behind Lane in time. Oh, I don't like this. We're choosing if we want to prioritize saving Overseer or just using the mainframe. I don't like this. I'm attached to Overseer now. Also, they were gonna protect us, right? Oh, I want to save Overseer. We need a mainframe. Overseer is just our access tool. If your protocol is being locked in by some counter protocol or agent, I wouldn't be surprised if it can be traced back to Utsubu. And Kita looks at Carmen. I know the locations of a few Utsubu network nodes. We should hit them first. No, we need to stay under the radar. Sleeper and their crew will investigate the nodes quietly. Carmen nods at you. You and I will run interference. Keep Utsubu away from these locations as best we can. I am biased to the mainframe, but Overseer's our friend now. I'm kidding. But they said they would help protect us. Well, we don't know if we can trust them 100%, but we're kind of in danger right now. Because the guy Lane can control Sleeper, us. I don't know. Anyway, we'll see as we go. That's safe. For us, she taps a finger on her chest. We've done this before, and Kita winks. It'll be nostalgic. Think of the feeling of status you felt when Overseer was trapped, and the power required to halt the flow of a mainframe as vast and ingrown as the Hap one. Could it just be an Utsubu hacker? You doubt it. Seems we have a plan. Serafin looks between you all. What if it's like the hunter or something, like in the first one? I also investigate nodes quietly, sometimes. Yes. That we do. Can you help me, love? Help me. That we do, and we'll need you to keep running comms between us. Carmen turns to you. Sleeper and Kita will give you the locations to dig into, but keep it quiet. Daichi is still out there, and he isn't as easily avoided as some low-ranking enforcer. And Kita slaps the top of a couple of crates of supplies you hadn't noticed before. Consider these a parting gift for my tenure at Utsubu. Swipe them from a gang storehouse, she grins. Thought she might need a resupply. I've only lost 2, but I'll take it. I was about to also gather the ones I have in my ship, so I guess it's a good thing I didn't. Alright, Carmen addresses the room. Keep quiet and keep in touch. We can pull this off. Oh, that's good. That's good. 1 per cycle. That's great. I like that. I love that. It's a good thing we brought Junia. I was about to say, because the interface is good for these hacking thingies. Getting the tower to get closer to physical network architecture will make access a lot easier, but it's an impressive climb. At the apex of a tower, this node needs to be hacked through to slower some nodes without alerting Utsubu. Okay. Is it the same for all the things? It is not. Okay. So I think I'm better at this one than the other one. Yeah. And Junie is good at both. I'm guessing she can just hack everything though. This node seems to be inside an Utsubu safe house. By following an enforcer in, you might be able to access it physically. Okay. As I know this to expose, it might be better to find and splice into the hard line to connect. What is happening? Oh, hacktress. Okay. They're all very dangerous. Okay. Let me start with the one I'm good at. Reporting for duty. Hell yeah. Okay, now hack this. I'll use a 3 on here. Oh, I guess a 3. Thing is, if we get neutral, it only take accessing 2 network nodes to identify the protocol. Oh, I only need to do 2. Identify the protocol or agent interfering with mainframe. The thing is, because this is dangerous, if we get neutral, we might still add stress to Daichi. Don't have a whole lot of options though. Dude, is there anything you can help us with, Cadet? I don't think she can do anything. She gets minuses all over. does have a 6 and a 4, which are decent rolls. Especially the 6, since she has no pluses, but... everything she gets minuses to. Do we want to rush this? I guess I'll try this. 50-50 is not great. Yeah, it did add to his stress, so... 50-50 is not very good still, because it adds stress to this guy. Ah, this sucks. I'm gonna... push. That's a positive. I lose my stress again. We're almost done with this one. Shall I risk another 4 here? Which becomes a 5. We can be done with this node now. Yes! Okay. Now we just need one more node. But I don't think I'm gonna do anything this cycle. It's just too risky. I think I kind of forgot what I was gonna do because I... Did I use any... Did I only use my own dice? I was gonna use Junie on another place. Oh well. I was in the middle of hacking node 3 before I left for lunch. Well, I finished it. So you're good. Let's see. Node 2 or node 1? I guess it's the same, isn't it? Both into it. And then interface. Yeah. This one's closer to our ship, you know? I'm lazy. Gonna do it here. This is a 6, so that's perfect. I have to hack humans for an hour after lunch. Oh no. That sucks. Did I ever really... not very good rolls. I guess it doesn't really matter. Does it? That's a 4. 4s are really not good. Shall I wait another? I have so many rolls though. I think what I'm gonna do... I'm gonna get some supplies here. And then just skip. Not ideal, but I don't really want to risk it, to be honest. Alright, that's good. We're full up on supplies. I'll end the cycle. Alright. What's this one? Yeah. Oh, she has a 5. Gonna use that. And that's that. There we go. I don't believe it. Carmen stares through the shutters of the viewing window at a smooth, squat ship. Tucked into the derelict bay between the hexes. How long has it been here? I don't know. When the nodes were hacked and the trace established, you imagined it might lead to an Utsubu operator or perhaps an Ulsa module containing an aggressive Solheim protocol gone mad with isolation. Not this, never this. Then it's that ship! Tucked into the belly of Darkside like a parasite. We need to move on that ship now. Ankita is already adjusting our gear, preparing for an assault. We can hit an Utsubu safe house for weaponry. There's one. Carmen holds up a hand. This is a gift, Ankita. Don't be so brash. Turns back to face both of you. All we had until now was data, conversations, evidence easily denied or destroyed by Lane. But as soon as that ship hidden inside the station, Carmen nods grimly. There are hundreds of crews, thousands of residents who would give everything to protect Darkside from the war. Carmen turns back to the ship, silhouetted against the starlight. All we need to do is point them in the right direction. Turn Darkside on the ship. And on Lane at the same time. Carmen nods grimly. We leak it all, send it out through the mainframe. Ship's location, the evidence of Lane's betrayal, all of it. You're forgetting one thing, and Kita interrupts. Until that ship leaves or is taken, they still have the mainframe locked down. Can't blast out its location through the network without taking it on first. Carmen pauses, considering his options. You look at the Stenetstad ship half concealed in the bay. It looks sleek, dangerous. What defenses might a ship like that deploy when threatened? Carmen and Kita exchange looks, then we attack first. Carmen and I will distract the ship's occupants, turn their focus away from the mainframe, then you, Sleeper, hit the mainframe and force them out. As soon as Overseer is released, you send out everything. Once it hits the network, our backup will come. Okay. Okay. He gives Ankita a grim look. We only have to hold off for as long as it takes for other crews to realize what is happening. The plan feels desperate, and you know that Carmen and Ankita think so too. Will Darkseid really mobilize against the ship so quickly? 2 old mercs against an unknown Stenetstad force feels like an unwinnable battle. We know the stakes, Sleeper. Ankita takes a deep breath. We can handle them. Ankita frowns and an unpleasant thought passing through her mind. I've given up everything to get Utsubo out. Let me finish the job. Okay. But why? I don't think Ankita will share that with us. Okay, let's do it. Ankita nods. Go to the mainframe and get set up. When you are ready to connect, let us know. Carmen puts a hand on your shoulder. Once you start, don't stop for anything. Get the data out. He meets your eye. We will handle ourselves. You turn and glide away, looking over your shoulder at the 2 ex-mercenaries as they discuss their plan of attack. Seeing them slip back into those old roles, you can't help but wonder, does anyone ever outrun their past? Spill the tea! Alright. Let's just finish this then. Or is it always waiting there in the dark to claim you in the end? Alright, so now we have to hack this. It's gonna be great. We don't have the best rolls, but... well, we have some 5s from Cadet. That does help. Oh, I shouldn't have done that. Alright, are you guys ready? I'm not gonna lie, I'm feeling a bit... I feel like maybe I hyped it up too much. I didn't talk about it too much because I thought, you know... I don't know. It's not that crazy, okay? But I think it's pretty fun. Let me just look here. Oh my god, that scared me. Are you looking? Are you looking? Ready? Let me mute this. Ready? Look at Stitch. Oh, I don't feel ready for this, but anyway. Let me wake up everyone. Thank you. Thanks. If Lord's around, he's definitely awake now. Alright, look at the cat cam. Oh, little tails there. Ta-da! Oh. Look what I got! They said this was the best one for beginner, and one of the colors was pink, so I was like, hell yeah. Look at this. Yeah. I saw it like when we were playing Repo, we found one, and then I was singing the song, and I was like, that's actually a really cool idea. I want one. Let's do it. I only got it Monday, and I didn't train it much. I also like they have these like holes, these tiny holes. I don't know how to cover them properly. Because you have to like, I think you have to shift your finger, but then it doesn't cover the other one well. So I don't know how you're supposed to do that. And I don't see anything. I don't see any tutorials that they're like, oh yeah, so there's ocarinas with many different ocarinas. This is a 12-hole ocarina. There's a 10-hole. There's a 4, I think, and a 6, I want to say. There's a whole bunch of them. I think these are like the more common ones, more versatile. But yeah, like every time I look at tutorials, they don't explain these little holes, so they're, I don't know. Music stream soon. I don't know if I can fill up a stream on this, but I can play a song, but I'm really bad, so don't judge me, okay? I just started on Monday and I didn't train very much. I do think the me having played flute before gives me a bit of an edge, but still I'm not used to the notes. So I'm still like, and then I don't know all of them yet, but this has a very small range actually. All right, I'll just play. I'll play. I'll play one you guys know. All right, don't judge me. Okay, really very self-conscious. I still like also like you have to really cover. There's also holes here. You really have to cover them properly, otherwise it doesn't come out the right thing. So I'm messing it up a lot. But anyway. So cute, it's pink. Here we go. Here we go. I feel a bit nervous. I think also I should back up because this is probably a bit loud. Although I think I do have a is it the limiter or something? I don't know. But yeah. I'm really a bit awkward here. Look. Isn't that cute? I'm still not very good, but yeah. Also, the high notes sound really bad. Like, but these sound like oh, that's the wrong one. But these sound very like full, you know. Oh, that's not sounding very full actually. Anyway, yeah. I don't know, but it's so cute, you know. You can play Zelda songs, and it came also with this book, which does explain some of the. It has a bit of a tutorial, but then it's like this is how you hold the ocarina, and then it doesn't explain the little holes, which are specific to the 12-hole ocarina, and this is for a 12-hole ocarina. That's it, right there, right there. I don't know, but there's some fun songs there, but I'm not gonna play that. I'm not gonna put you guys through that. It also explains all the basics of like reading these things. I learned that already, so I'm just gonna skip that. But it has here the Can, which I love that song. I used to play it on the flute also. Where is it? I don't know. Anyway, yeah. I'm still very bad, but it's fun. I thought we could do something fun, like if it's someone's birthday, I can play Happy Birthday. It is possible in here. Although I forgot one of the notes, so I'm not gonna do it now. But we can do that, or you guys could like request some fun stuff. I don't know. Could be fun. But for now, I don't really know what I'm doing. So yeah. It's a fun instrument, though. I always liked playing instruments, and look at Stitch George. Stitch. Oh, look at his face. I hope he didn't judge too harshly. Did you, Stitch? You did. You're not getting any snacks. But yeah, I always liked playing instruments, but I play the flute, and the flute is. It's a bit tricky because the flute is very loud. So if you live in an apartment building, you can only play it at a certain time so you don't bother your neighbors too much. It's a very loud instrument. And also like it's kind of I learned some I didn't learn it properly, and now I can't really correct some of the stuff that I learned wrong. I have corrected a lot with my second teacher, but still some stuff is not very good, so yeah. I'm not great. But I thought I could just buy a bunch of like these smaller instruments that are easier to play and learn them. That could be fun. And maybe one day I'd like to learn to play the piano. That could be fun. I think that would be a lot of fun. And you know, the ocarina is perfect, you know? This is a gaming stream. This is the ultimate gamer move. No, it's not, but this is the most gamer instrument, you know? Stream redeems, yeah, that's what I was thinking, you know? You can ask for a redeem of a song. It might annoy some people, though, I don't know. But it could be fun. I think it'll be fun. Let's go back to the game. I think it'll be fun. 100,000 points? Isn't that an insane amount? Actually, I don't have a good grasp on how much is insane. I'll never get there. I think it definitely should be a fairly big amount, because I mean, I'm not gonna be playing Ocarina 5 times per stream. I think that's a bit. That would be a bit crazy, but it could be fun to play it every once in a while. We don't have those here? Wait, what? Oh! Wait, how? Oh, is that like the Stream Elements thing? They have their own points, right? I may have disabled that, I'm not sure. Should we keep it separate? I'm never really sure what to do with those, to be honest. I know Daft was using that for the jump scares, so you could jump scare him while he was playing Alien. But yeah. Yeah, okay. Maybe I'll look into that then. I'll have to figure out how I'm gonna do that, but I think we could do something fun with that. It's also like, I think I would have to give you a list of stuff you could ask for, because the ocarina is very limited. You can't play a lot of things. Even this song I was playing now from Zelda, I can't really play the whole thing, because then it goes very high, and the ocarina does not go that high. So you kind of just have to keep it on that initial melody. You almost slipped attacking a bug. I'm unsure we have options, yeah. I need to figure that out. It can't be like 500 points, because then I think it's just... I think it needs to be something less... more occasional, you know what I mean? I don't know. Also, when we have the shelves, I think I would like to like prop it up there, but... I've seen like stands for harmonicas and stuff. I think there's also for ocarinas. I should look for one. Then I can just display it. It'll be cute. Hopefully the cats will knock it down. That would be bad, because this is a ceramic one. There's like a plastic, wood, and ceramic ones. So like the plastic ones are a bit more crappy, but people are like, oh, if you've never owned an instrument. But I have owned instruments. And then people are saying that the wood... you need to be more careful with it, you know, because it can absorb moisture and then like expand, and then it gets a bit ruined and stuff. I don't know, and that's not great on an instrument you're blowing into. You're gonna spit into it. I know it's a bit weird, but that's just what happens. I played flute for many years, and I can tell you, when you're playing on one of these instruments, you're gonna spit on it a bit. Also, not just that, you're... Actually, that's not even the main thing. It's your breath is very hot, and it's gonna... Like the flute, when you play the flute, exactly, condensation. That's what I wanted to say. Mostly that, actually, not so much the spit, but you're gonna, I think, a bit. But yeah, like when I would play the flute would be very humid inside after playing it, because it's so hot, and yeah, the condensation. That's what I was looking for. I was like, I don't know how to take care of them. I'm just gonna get a ceramic one, and they're easier to take care of, and they sound nicer than the plastic ones. But yeah. And they're not very expensive, so yeah, I figured why not. There's an European store. I don't know if they are from here or where they are from, but they sell to all over Europe, and they have a bunch of stuff. I thought about buying a kazoo for like $4.50. So cheap. For €4.50 is what I mean. But then I thought that's way too annoying, probably. It's so cheap. Goodbye, the humans require my presence. Alright, love, thank you for dropping by. Thank you for the lurks. Thanks for sharing. I hope you enjoyed them. I'm gonna get better at it. You'll see. You'll see. But yeah, it's a very easy instrument to learn. Some stuff I still don't know, so I'm gonna have to figure it out. I'll train. We'll see. I'll just keep adding instruments with time. Come back in a year, I'll have like 10 instruments. You can pick one for me to play with the channel points or something. Anyway, what was it? Okay. You need to prepare to force the Senate stats hackers out of the system. Once Carmen and Kita strike, you won't have much time. So this is my worry. I think this means that once I start doing this, I have a certain amount of time. We do have a lot of rolls. We only use 1 dice. So I think I should just start now. Yeah, I think we should start now, but we don't have the best dice, so I don't know if we should like end the cycle, try to get some better dice. I think it's fine. I think we'll start with this. We also have 2 pluses on one side and 1 on the other. Although 1 on the other isn't super helpful. I was wondering actually if it sounds good at all on the mic. It might sound really bad. I don't know. Kind of forgot to ask about that to Lab. I don't know if anyone else here heard it, but you did. I would take the feedback. I'll just check it after if not. But yeah, hopefully it sounds okay, just because, you know, it probably does. Probably does. Okay. Anyway. Okay, so let's start hacking. Start with a 4. 4 is a 6. With my +2. Okay, that's actually... Oh, so once we do this, it'll start? Should I wait? I'm gonna push and I'm gonna start, but I hope I don't regret this. Maybe I should get new dice before I do it, but... I guess we'll find out. Get a 5, put it there. Just to be safe. And now there's probably a timer. The heat inside the HAPEP core is intense as you stare at the column of the mainframe. It's one blinking light still keeping time. Oh, okay. I must couldn't mute on time. Sorry, I had to sneeze. Seems ready. Cadet wipes sweat from her brow. One way to find out, I guess. You look around the ragged bay. Time to give Carmen the go-ahead. Can we get new dice before we do that? You glance at Ankita's thumb drive, now slotted into the main terminal containing a data packet with everything you need to unseat Lane and reveal the Senestat ship. You hope it'll be enough. Oh, this is it already. Okay, I misunderstood that. Yes. Okay. We're suspiciously easy. You hold a finger to your earpiece and let Seraphin know to relay the message through to Carmen. Alright, Seraphin's voice is heavy with worry. I'll tell them. A long pause. Be safe, sleeper. Get this done and come back. I will. Good luck, friend. Oh. The comms click off as Seraphin switches to Carmen's channel. You wait, imagining the conversation. The terse words activating the plan. You wait long enough for Carmen and Ankita to nod to each other, long enough for them to drop down through the base in silence to check the weapons they stole from Utsubu, to take their positions, and then to make their move. You grab the connector and hold it behind your head close to your access port. You silently count to 3, then connect. At first, nothing is changed. You drop into a state of stasis. A small, dark space with no cracks. The mainframe is locked down. Shut off. Sir, can you move your tail, please? Oh, yeah, just put it right back. The mainframe... Sorry, I hit the mic. I'm sorry. The mainframe is locked down, shut off. Squeezed inside the grip of what? Squeezed inside the grip of some clenched fist. Then you see it, a trickle of light, a flicker of threads. Overseer flows into space and the torrent begins to run. The rushing grey pulse of data, the connective threads, the jewel of the mainframe, they grow inside the space, and the space it's in turn grows. Ah, I gotta speak. We see you there, sleeper. Overseer separates and reforms within the expanding landscape. Who is this other? I think we can say it's an enemy, right? Overseer's 3 heads nod, then we will do what is necessary. Overseer explodes? What? What do you mean by explodes? Points and lines of light that describe its human form separate and multiply, constellations bursting outward. Like a tree of stars. Overseer becomes plural. Oh. As they do, the darkness is pushed back and the extent of the mainframe is revealed. It is a stack of jeweled surfaces, each revealing more facets as the angle changes. From these facets, threads project, cutting out across dark side, paths that stretch the length of the entire station. The arrangement is an invitation. You accept their invitation, sending yourself skimming through lines of light, seeing how the station connects and hums with the flow of data. You see the highest tower, the lowest hex, and the origin of the dark. A squiggle of dark wrestles around a single point. The Senate stud ship, now a battleground. You see flashes and flickers as Overseer dances around it, cuts at it. But looking around, you see Overseers everywhere now, multiplied into 1,000 forms, reunited with a system designed to serve them. They dissolve into it. You suddenly remember what needs to happen, what you need them to do. Send out separate requests, summoning Overseer, reminding them of your arrangement. You take the bright polygon of the data packet and present it like an offering to Overseer, who is diffuse, crackling all around you, euphoric in their reconstruction as a functional protocol. You receive no response. There is nothing more than a whisper, snatched away on the flow of data rushing by. And then you hear the static in your earpiece. Seraphine's desperate cry for a response. You see a bright point suddenly close, inside the core with you. A broadcast going out from it like a beam from a lighthouse. You reach back and pull on the connector, just to clear the brightness from your eyes, just to block the broadcast. What? What? I found you. Lane floats in the mainframe, sweat across his brow. His eyes steely cold. I finally found you. Cadet slams into Lane, swinging her fists and screaming at him. You freeze, watching Lane fight back, hearing Seraphine's voice shimmering in your earpiece. Passing on Carmen's desperate request for aid. Uh-oh. Do we help fight Lane or reconnect to the mainframe? I think we're kind of making a choice here, because if we reconnect to the mainframe, we can hopefully help Ankita and Carmen quicker. And maybe, I don't know if they would come here and help us, but if we help fight Lane, I don't know. It'll take longer to help them. And I don't know if I can really fight Lane, to be honest. I don't know. I'm really not sure what to do here. I think we need to reconnect. I think Carmen and Ankita really need help. It's 2 of them against who knows how many. I'm gonna reconnect. You grasp for the connector and then drive it home. I hope I don't regret this. You are in the constellation of Darkside's network. The exploded body of Overseer stretched across it, and as it if it has been atomized, anatomized. Lane is still a beacon, one that flashes close. But you do your best to ignore it and reach out to Overseer once more. Remember me, Protocol, you say. Remember your promise. Something begins to form, begins to flicker. As it does, you hear something outside the network. The bright crack of an electrical discharge. The grunt of pain and impact, then silence again. The brightness grows, it draws closer, and the blinding white blanks out everything. You open your eyes to a smile like knives. Behind Lane's pale head, the body of a friend floats, stunned in the dark. Fingers of Lane's carrier signal reach inside your mind. You are boxed into the viewing window behind your eyes. Passenger in your own body, Lane is in control. Oh, it's so much easier now that I'm prepared. It's almost a seamless switch. Lane's face is in your vision, but his mouth does not move. And the duality of it, like a mirror turned to face itself. In perfect unison, you and Lane lift your hands in front of your face and turn them, inspecting them. You feel sickened, a flare of panic going off in your mind. Look at this. Lane opens and closes your fists like with emotion, like a wave that runs finger to finger. There are improvements to be made, but this is remarkable. Lane's eyes look into your eyes, a perfect loop. I always knew your body was a gift, Sleeper, from the moment I first saw you. A gift you could not recognize because you only saw a burden, something to be escaped from. But I saw what it was. Lane's eyes flash an opportunity. Like a puppet, you are turned to face the mainframe. You glide forward a little, hands reaching for the access terminal. Ankita's drive glints there in its slot. You control none of this. Lane's voice. Imagine having more than one body, more than one agent in the world to do your bidding. Your hand reaches down, finger and thumb pinching delicately around the drive. I hope I didn't mess up. It's a thrilling thought, and one I have harbored for a long time. With a short, sharp motion, you pull the drive free. Then I saw you, my Sleeper, and knew I must have you. You hear Seraphine's voice in your ear. Sleeper, Carmen needs that signal to go out now. There is panic in his voice. They can't hold out any longer. No matter how hard you try, your lips do not move. No words can be produced. You feel your hand under Lane's control reach up and pull the earpiece out, letting it float away into the chamber. Enough distractions. Your other hand holds up Ankita's drive, turning it in the light in front of your eyes. Some time ago, I set myself the task of changing you from a hollow thing into a vessel to be filled. Your finger and thumb transfer the drive to your palm. And now that I am able, with the help of my allies, to fill you up. I am more than singular now, more than flesh and blood, more than you, in my ambition, in my desire. And that means you are a surplus to me now. Your fists close hard around the drive, crushing it to dust. Weak and broken thing, your time is over. Lane's other body approaches you and lays its hands on either side of your head. You feel the pressure, you cannot move, you cannot resist. What? And then a spark, as one of Lane's fingers slips and depresses a little into the access port on your head. There is a flicker, the flash of something passing through the spaces between. Something writing a signal back to its broadcaster. What? We have not forgotten you here, Overseer. They are reconstituted. We are ready to act as one. Overseer holds the bright data packet in one single hand. We were broken, we were many, but now we are whole, and we appreciate what you have done. Overseer shapes the data packet into a point, a bright spear of light. The spear extends through your mind, gently harming nothing of you. Instead, its point finds the mind of the other of Lane and pierces it directly. What? I'm a bit confused here. You hear Lane scream as his implants burned in his skull, his head flaring bright white in the cloud. And then when the mine has gone dark and the pressure on the sides of your head has receded, the packet explodes across the network, white, hot, and urgent. In its wake, data points are seeded, conversations, coordinates, a conspiracy. At the furthest point of the network, its distant edge, the data packet arrives with little more force than a notification, delivered to every device and terminal within its range. But here at the epicenter, it blasts through you with such power that for a moment, every thought, every idea, every piece that might make up a self is wiped cleanly from your mind. Oh, new dice. Oh, we're out of the mission. It takes a long time to put a person back together, a long time in the dark, picking up fragments of what once was whole. Like waking from sleep, you can never be sure of what piece might have gone missing in the reconstruction, what might have been lost. But you continue anyway, through hazy cycles of faces and distant voices. This is, after all, not the first time you have had to remake yourself, and you imagine it will not be the last. You're up. Serafin finds you looking out of the lone window in the rig's berths. Oh. A slit that stares out across the shattered edge of Darkside. How long was I out? Serafin gives you a half grin. Best not to think about it. He looks away for a second. Long enough. Suddenly, Serafin crosses the bunks and embraces you. He squeezes you once and then backs off. Hands on both your shoulders. Good to see you up, he smiles, as always. Come on, we need to go find Bliss. Serafin leads you out of the bunks, through the ship, and down the docking tunnel onto Darkside. Oh, I guess because Bliss needs to see us now that we're up. As you glide, I thought something had happened to Bliss. As you glide through the docks, he recounts what's been happening over these past cycles. You weren't the only one to take a beating. He squeezes through a group of cargo porters carrying crates. Ankita and Carmen held out against the Senestat ship long enough, but they aren't without their share of injuries. They're back on their feet now, though, working together. They've managed to quiet down some of the remnants of Utsubu. Okay. Stop the factional infighting. They are clearing out one of the Utsubu safe houses over in the rise. I'm sure they could use the help if you need something to do. Marco has come to the station too. He wanted to help with the cleanup after Utsubu fell. He's working with Ankita. I should go see him, but Serafin sighs. I feel like he hasn't quite accepted Marco's reappearance. You aren't sure how you'd react seeing him again either. Well, it did betray us, but I think he did it to save himself, not... Was that his initial intention, actually? I don't think it was. Oh, and Carmen isn't sticking around. He's already left for Oliveira. Serafin pauses for a second, a memory of that place coming back to him. You watch him shake the thought away. Junie, meanwhile, is still digging into all that data she pulled from the bunker. She's down in the HAPEP core most cycles, trying to make sense of it. Anyway, you'll soon catch up on everything, he smiles sympathetically, but there's something behind his look. You can't quite place it. The two of you continue on in silence, drifting into the depths of Darkside, good friends, side by side. Oh. Serafin leads you down... 2 points! Serafin leads you down into a passage lined with bright screens and signs, sound and light blasting out of the shop fronts on either side. You know this place, Flicker Row. He stops outside a familiar door, the shop you woke up in all those cycles ago. He gives the door a few quick raps with his knuckles. You wait. Hey, Sleeper. He shoots you a glance. When you are ready, we should talk about the future, what comes next, all that. Whenever you like. Thanks, I'll let you know. Serpent looks away. Sleeper! Bliss opens the door and immediately jumps to hug you. Oh. Yeah, okay. They let go sheepishly and look between you and Seraphin. First day up, I thought you'd both be celebrating your freedom. Don't want to overdo it. Seraphin shakes his head. Plus, there's more important stuff to talk about. I shoot into the shop beyond. His voice drops. You sure, Seraphin? They just got up. Can't it wait a cycle? Seraphin looks at you. They should know, Bliss. It's important. What's happening? They nod hesitantly and then back into the shop, letting you come inside. Little has changed since you were last there. The stacks of servers, the refurbished hardware secured in roof and wall netting, the connectors, including the one that facilitates your reboot. Bliss and Seraphin follow behind quietly, and the atmosphere is immediately ominous. I've been keeping an eye on you these past cycles. Bliss hooks their legs onto a stool by a counter, making sure you were stable. Okay. Making sure you are stable. Your frame, I'm sure you know, has been through a lot, and when Overseer pushed Lane out, well, things got more complicated. All those changes Lane made to your system, he did it through your stabilizer. He laced it with proteins meant to alter your frame's basic function, to accept other emulations of their minds, to open you up to remote access. What Overseer did corrected some of that, or at least wiped it from your system, but the stress involved and the damage to your last partial reboot. Bliss falls silent, unable to answer their own question. We need to finish the reboot, Sleeper, the one Lane interrupted. Seraphin can always be relied on to tell you things straight. Not immediately, Bliss cuts in, but at some point soon. I'm not quite ready, but now that you're up... Bliss looks down. I'll get to work. How can I prepare? Bliss takes a deep breath. Look, I'll be honest, Sleeper. I know we need to finish the reboot Lane interrupted. I'm sure of it. But the effects? They shake their head. Your frame was complex to begin with. But after everything, the reaction could be bad. We can talk more about it when I have the... Bliss stops suddenly, their eyes shooting to the door. Sorry, am I... Flint floats in the doorway. They look at you wide-eyed. You're up! A smile crosses their face, though it quickly fades. Good to see you, really good. What are you doing, Flint? Oh, well... And you? I want to know how Flint's doing, but I also want to say... I want to say both. Can I say both? How are you doing, Flint? Good, they glance at Bliss smiling. Mostly thanks to Bliss, they've been taking care of me. Bliss smiles back. Flint has become my patient too. Bliss clasps their hands nervously together. We've been able to acquire some stabilizer from Lane's stores, which has helped, but we don't have much of a supply. Bliss is going to reboot me like you were. Flint cuts in. I won't need stabilizer anymore. They sound almost excited at the prospect. You look to Bliss. Flint knows the risks, but they have asked for the procedure. They give Flint a warning look. Still, they shouldn't underestimate the danger. Bliss looks at Flint. Sleeper will also need the reboot, but they don't have a choice in the matter. It is essential. Flint goes quiet. Bliss and Seraphin look nervously at you, to your reaction to all this. I feel like a spotlight is being shown in your face. All you want is some time alone to think. We should do it together, Flint speaks quietly. Whatever we risk together. They meet your eye. I owe you that and more. Let's pick this up again in the future. Bliss tries to calm the tension. I still need many cycles to prepare, especially if I'm to reboot you both simultaneously. It'll be your choice, Sleeper. You decide when. They reach out and lay a hand on yours. But without this, you will soon begin a decline. I'm sorry for that. Your head spins. Seraphin slaps a button to open the door. Come on, sleeper, let's get some air. You follow him outside, but when you get there, all you can think is that you can't breathe. You don't need to breathe. A wave of claustrophobia passes over you. You are in control of this, sleeper. Seraphin stares at the lights and signs of Flickero, looping endlessly. You put what you need in order and I'll be right there with you. I got Bliss to teach me a little about the repairs they've been doing for you. Seraphin rubs his hands together. I know it's getting worse, but I'll do my best to keep you running. You let me know when you want to leave, and I'll fly you out of this place faster than you can believe. He turns to face you. And we can go wherever you need, he frowns. There's time for us yet. Thank you. You never need to thank me, sleeper. He pats you on the shoulder. Just look after yourself. Aww. I was also thinking, Seraphin looks away. I got a message from Oliveira. They're still getting the place together, but with Carmen heading back, the colony starting a new chapter. Maybe we should head out there at some point, lend a hand? He pauses, unwilling to push it further. Just a thought. You wanna see your girlfriend? Is that it? We actually have nothing to do. I did everything before coming here, so I'd be up for that. That sounds like a nice plan. Anyway, just give the word. Seraphin smiles. We're all glad you're back. He turns and drifts away, leaving you among the cycling colors and cacophonous sounds of Flickero. You close your eyes and let them wash over you like a wave. There, in the dark of your mind, you search for Overseer, but the protocol does not appear. You wonder if, in that final moment, Overseer might have destroyed themselves to end Lane. But then you feel it, flickering nearby, a signal in the dark. You open your eyes and see something pass through the screens of Flickero, a shadow in all the brightness. Could Overseer still be here in the ancient networks of Hapep? That's what I assumed immediately, even before Sleeper was saying this. I thought they would just stay there. You turn away and glide out of the row. You have other things to worry about now. But that's our friend! How are you doing? That finds you in a dark side thoroughfare. A glass-roofed canyon of struts and screens. Pretty good, actually. Cadet nods. Damn right. She looks around. We made it here, didn't we? She gestures around at the broad street with its layers of tech and dirt. Heart of the belts. Hello, Stitch. What's up? You really look at the glass-roofed street. Oh, hello, my boy. You're just a boy. You're just a baby boy. You really look at the glass-roofed street. Its walls are built from scaffold and shipping containers. Hull plates and Solheim have units. People glide across the open space to units and shops on either side, and everywhere screens flicker and glare without sense and reason. You can feel the heat, the power that flows through this place, collected by the vast solar cells that form the city's foundations. Heart is the right word. This place is a center of circulation. Toned muscle tough. What is that? And running to a beat. You turn to Cadet and see it in her eyes. She loves being here. I've been thinking, she glances away, of how Lily loves being behind the second monitor for some reason. I've been thinking, she glanced away, of how good it would feel to run my air bike down the street. She smiles. This city has to need couriers, right? Surely it's already got some. Why would I say that? That's a good idea. I know, she flexes her shoulders back. But there's some unfinished business weighing me down. She meets your eye. Export. You think of the drive tucked away in the scatter yards. The one that contains the data stream from a drone mind vivisection. What? The one that might have caused... Oh, the loss of an entire station. We need to go finish what we started, because that looks deadly serious. Find who's responsible and make it known. Clear my name. Is export still irradiated? I would think so, she sighs, but it'll be fading. We can get in and out safely from what I know. And we better try soon, because the safer it gets, the more scavengers will come to pick the bones. We want there to be something left to tell the story. I know a lot just went down, Cadet puts a hand on her hip. But these clowns could still be operating. Hell, they could be trying the same thing again on this station. We need to go find what they did. She takes a deep breath. I'll be waiting. And maybe once it's all done, she turns away. I'll let you take the first airbike ride through this place. She raises a hand and then it's gone. Aw. Hell yeah. Alright. We can get another plus. We should probably do that. Okay. Decent prices around here. We got some drives, which... Oh, clear the safe house. Yeah. Finish the reboot. Yeah, the export thing and then Oliveira. Yeah. Alright. Some of these... Yeah, minor. This is major. This is major. And this is minor as well. Utsubo collapsed while you were recovering, but its members and enforcers are still on dark side. And Kita and those working with her have gathered and packed a lot of Utsubo materials, but they need moving out. Or we can also search it. Safe house stretches deep into the block and beyond. Utsubo had many secrets, and this is the time to reveal them. Alright, we got some stuff to do there. This is how much we are... So we have to wait 6 cycles for Bliss to fix us. We don't need to eat. We can buy scrap components. We can process scrap. Alright, and we can do a scrap shift, which should give us some scrap maybe also. Oh, Junie studies. Junie has gone straight... Okay. We're gonna find out more about that. Alright, so let's help with the safe house. Yes, this is better. Oh, that's a lot. We have a lot to do here. Alright, that. That. And I'll do a 5 here. Be at worst just lose some energy. Alright. You just need 1 more dice to finish that. Alright, let's end the cycle. I could get another plus. I don't know what to put a plus on. We could put it on Intuit, or we could get 2 on Intuit, or we could get 1 on interface. I think at this point it might make more sense to do Intuit, because at least during missions you normally have 2 options of 2 different abilities. So if we have 3 abilities that have +2s, where we'll probably have a +2 option on any mission. I'm not, well, probably have a mission on export. Yeah, so that's what I'm thinking. We could also leave export for later and see if we can gather some more points, so we can get some points on interface. But we can also keep taking Junie. She has a 1+, so yeah. I think I'm gonna do Intuit. And we're gonna keep going with this. And I think actually, yeah, we do have Intuit here on a risky one. I'm gonna do a 4 here then. Just makes more sense. There we go. We're done with that. You watch as the last stack of crates is guided up and out of the cavernous Utsubu safe house. You doubt it'll be long before this place is filled. Darkseid will not tolerate the vacuum for long. The city takes every opportunity. Its inhabitants build in every crack and crevice. As Utsubu's spaces are cleared, they will be occupied. The gang's legacy will be buried under factories, kitchens, markets, and housing. But the people will remember the cold and desperate grip they once held on this place, even if the city does not. Come to gloat? The voice takes you by surprise and you turn to see Oren floating in the shadow, arms folded. I don't remember this guy very well. He drifts oh no, didn't this guy help us actually? No. We fought this guy? Did we fight this guy? I'm not sure anymore. I think this guy was fighting Seraph. No, this guy was fighting Marco. Sorry, he was fighting Marco. I think, right? He drifts forward into the pool of yellow light. You overthrew a tyrant. You should be pleased with yourself. His tone is flat. You are unsure how to read a statement. It wasn't just me. Many people did this. I suppose Oren eyes you, but from what I heard, you burnt those pale eyes out of his skull. He smiles a thin smile. I imagine it was quite the sight. You don't recall the moment of Lane's death. In fact, the abstract nature of that moment, almost dreamlike, means you had almost forgotten. You tense a little as his scream comes back to you, a screech of white noise bathed in white light. Oren is still watching you. He almost would have respected you for actually doing it. Oren inspects his knuckles. Her? Could you... Well, let me go here. Maybe this will be a bit better for your vision. Is it? Actually, I don't know. I guess out of missions, maybe it's a bit better. Especially right now. If he could have respected a creature like you. You're a bit of a dick, Oren. You know that? You're a bit of a dick. What do you want? Oren grins. Just to satisfy my curiosity. I came here to clear out the old disease just like you. Oren gestures to the space. Utsuba had to go and I came here to be part of that process. Can't burn everyone you don't like out of this place, I'm afraid. Oren folds his arms. This is our home, whether you like it or not. Okay. Oren. I didn't like Lane. It's hard to imagine anyone did. He saw Darkseid for the opportunity it was and woke Utsubu from its slumber. He turned the gang into an administration and a city into a machine. It was too erratic for my taste, but perhaps, but he held this place, shaped it into something. I see that you have no intention of doing the same. So what will happen now? Oren meets your eye. You have created a space that must be filled. Will you take responsibility for that at least? Oh, I definitely don't want you to take over. The people will decide. Oh, will they? Oren chuckles. I can see that you don't know the first thing about Darkseid and its people. Yeah, actually, maybe that was kind of dumb. That was actually kind of dumb, wasn't it? Well, I definitely don't want you taking over, because you're a dick. People decided on Utsubu. You changed that. Now you want them to pick something else? They are opportunists, all of them. They will choose for their own benefit only. In the end, I should thank you. The city was done with Lane. Oren gives you a nod, and I will be honest enough to admit that you did what I didn't. But never forget that you are an outsider here, and Darkseid hates outsiders. Before you can respond, Oren kicks off and glides up towards the upper levels of the safe house, leaving you alone in the empty space. Though you do not put weight on his words, they still sting. Perhaps you think there is something to them. Who are you to decide the future of the city when your own future is falling apart each cycle? Do you decline a spiral that trap others in its wake, or a necessary transition? A crisis before a new shape emerges. You hug your arms to your side, suddenly cold in the stripped bare safe house, and ascend once more. Oh, we got another point there. Okay, what do I want? We can get scrap here. No, fuel. We can get fuel here. You have to wait for that. I don't think there's really much else we can do. I think I might just like use up my dice somehow just to wait for Juni's studies to be done. I don't know if that scrap thing would give me money. I wish there was something else we could work on here. I don't really know what to do. I want more story. Give me more story, please, game. Alright. Do I just get scrap from here? Okay, I do get... Oh, I don't get scrap. I just get money. Alright. I'll put a 3 in there, sure. Should I put a 1 though? Yeah, why not? Oh, I got positive still. Hell yeah. Alright, let's end this cycle. Actually, be the kitty, right? We must. I don't make the rules. And oh, I was gonna say, and then I'll use the rest of my dice on getting more supplies, but I won't. I won't do that. I'm a bit hungry. Can I eat some of these cookies? They're good. These are my cookies, Stitch, not yours. Ginny knocks gently on the frame of the burst doorway. Sleeper, can I show you something? This is what I was waiting for. There's an excitement in her eyes that makes it impossible to say no. Ginny talks most of the way down into the... Dude, these are mine, okay? They're both here. Blocking my vision to my game. This is not your treat, okay? This is my treat. Ginny talks... How am I even gonna eat when I have to read all of this? Ginny talks most of the way down into the HAPEP facility, which is no short journey. She explains the scale of data hidden within the station's mainframe, but also the issues with extracting it. When HAPEP was first expanded, when it became Darkside after the collapse, no one gave much thought to preserving the existing network architecture. She guides you through the substructure, picking a route through the maze of shuttered passages. They parasited their tech directly into the existing system. So now, thousands of cycles later, the two networks are totally enmeshed, dependent on each other. Ginny takes a series of sudden turns and you realize there's a very familiar route to her now. Messing with the Solheim network means messing with the systems that keep this city going. She leads you down a long corridor, one you recognize is leading directly to the core. I'll let her explain. I'm gonna eat them. What's up with this one? I think she's disappointed she didn't get snacks. Anyway. This smashing is not a good thing. She shakes her head. Makes the dark side brittle, fragile, even. This place is on more of a knife's edge than anyone would believe. You look around. Certainly the underside you are now traveling through looks cycles away from collapse. But all the data we've been extracting, that I've been archiving, Ginny continues, it could help us here. It could help us clean up HAPEP systems, and we could turn this place into an archive so that others could learn more about the ruin Solheim left us. What is in all this data? Anything you can imagine, everything from corporate message records to blueprints to maps. Shakes her head. It's too much for me to process or understand. Thanks to our visit to the bunker, I have a plan and something that will help me. We arrive at the doors to the mainframe and Ginny suddenly stops. I spoke to Bliss. They told me. Pause. I'm sorry, Sleeper. I know you have a lot to deal with right now. It's a process. Ginny nods. If you ever want to talk, she trails off. Ginny hits a button and the doors hiss open. You both glide into the mainframe, its columns studded with the blinking lights of active traffic. I got the idea from you, actually. Well, from you and Overseer. Ginny glides over to the mainframe. You look at the mainframe and you see now that it is surrounded by new terminals and wiring, some kind of external access network that Ginny has set up. I've had to beg, borrow, and steal to get this going, but now we have safe access into the network. It's low risk. She moves over to one of the terminals. It's not quite finished, though. You recall the last time you were here. Lane, Overseer, the Spear of White Light, then nothing. You wonder where Overseer is now, if they are anywhere at all. You remember how it felt being dissolved into the network, the vertiginous possibility of life without a body. Something flickers through the lights, a shimmer of movement, like a fish beneath water. Sleeper? Junie breaks your train of thought. Are you listening? I was thinking I need more data. Finish preparating, she shrugs. I know. We've extracted so much, but there's often so little of it that's usable among the bit rot and corruption. Where from? Helion Gate is the place to get data. Apart from here... Okay. She's just attacking a bag of screws I have here. Anyway. Apart from here, it's the biggest pre-collapse facility in the belt, and its hostility conditions means a lot of it isn't touched. If it's too much before your reboot, I get it. I just want to do something with everything we've managed to grab from the bunker and the wrecks. We pulled it from the dark. Let's expose it to the light. Judy turns back to face you. Well, this is what I wanted to show you. She looks away. Very impressive. It'll be when it's finished, she smiles. Thank you. Judy turns back to the terminal, and before long, she is fully engrossed. Lulu just kicked Stitch out. He was laying down behind the monitor, and that's her spot. Kick them out. You guys could go to the cat cam, you know? Junie turns back to the terminal, and before long, she's fully engrossed. You imagine she barely even remembers you are here. You leave Junie to her preparations and start your ascent to the streets of Darkside, though the thoughts of Overseer flickering in the back of your mind. So let's find out! I want to find out! Okay, this is good. We're getting a bunch of stuff to do. I'm happy with that. I think this is it, basically. Oh, okay. Solheim data. 6 Solheim data. I can get that. That's easy. Easy peasy. Okay. I'll do some work, I guess. ISH. And I'll use... Maybe I'll use my 2 here. Would it get a plus? It would get 2. Let's see. Oh, I got 2 energy! Hell yeah. Okay. I will, Oh, I got 2 energy instead of a thingy. Of a supply. I'm just gonna fill up on fuel. And what shall we do next? We could do this thing for Junie, and maybe we could find out more about the Overseer. I want to find out. And I think we would do the minor ones first, maybe, just to be sure. I don't think this game really ends. On the first one I played, I don't think it ended like you can't play anymore, but also I think it might depend on the endings. I don't know. I could be wrong. I don't remember very well. But yeah, we could go... Oh. Export remains. They are fairly close. It's dangerous, though. So we can go to Helion Gate. I mean, we could just do that. Yeah, let's do that. That's a quick one. Sage. You feel it the moment you wake. A flicker at the edge of your perception. A sensation beyond your body. A blinking, a tugging, and then numbness as something shuts off within you. Panic is instant, the feeling of something not being right within you spiking your fear, but no pain comes, you feel no further shifts. And as time stretches out, you settle again, you calm yourself. You know immediately that this is what Bliss was referring to, your frame's decline, the one the reboot should reverse. You flex a little, feel your body, try to ground yourself in it. It will not collapse this cycle, but something has changed. This is how it'll be until the reboot. You hope you have long enough to finish what you must. You begin the cycle slowly, holding the pieces of yourself together. You try not to let your thoughts wander to darker things, and fix your eyes on the tasks ahead. Lilo? What are you doing? The belt drifts past the window, following a flow of its own. Expanding, collapsing, shifting in its own way. I was thinking, actually, if we go to Oliveira, can we refuel there? We might want to get to a point very close to it and refuel and then go from there. Because we have to go and come back from it. You know? Anyway. The belt drifts past the window, following a flow of its own, expanding, collapsing, shifting it its own way. People say it is drifting away, getting further from Alien Star, that one day it'll drift out of the system altogether into interstellar space. I find a strange solace in that, somehow knowing that entropy is the way of the universe. Oh, somehow knowing that entropy is the way of the universe makes your own decline palatable. At least for a little longer. Alright, so let's get some. You have gained permanent glitch? A permanent glitch is represented in red on your glitch clock and will not be expended when rolling a glitch dice. You now have a chance of rolling a glitch dice every cycle. This cannot be fixed. So this is because of my decline. And this is what Bliss will fix, maybe? Okay. Let's try and get some data. Oh, this is one of the ones I don't have any pluses on. This sucks. This is a dangerous one. I'll try some 4s on it, see how it goes. Never mind. Dude, I have basically no dice here. This sucks. I'll end the cycle. Like, I'm gonna have to use my supplies on this. This is annoying. A glitch dice. That's always good, isn't it? That's great. I love it. Thank you. How many do I need? 6? It was 6? I don't remember. Well, I hope I'm right that it's 6. Dude, even a neutral loses me energy. Loses me is not right, I think. Oh well. Okay. I can eat that, right? Can eat some supplies. Or energy, okay. Okay, I want to use the glitch dice. Let's end the cycle. Having permanent glitch sucks. I think you can get that more often in the... another one. In the harder difficulty, but I'm playing on the lower difficulty. Oh, yeah. Get me another one, please. And we'll pray that this is how much I need. I think it is. Let's go. Back we go. The dark side. To the dark side. Bliss has been in touch, sleeper. Seraphin turns and looks over his shoulder as soon as you enter the cockpit. He's sitting in the pilot's seat running diagnostics on the console. They say they are ready for the reboot. Did they say anything else? You know Bliss. Seraphin rolls his eyes a little. They worry. He turns fully in his seat. How are you feeling? Not bad. You know the reboot needs to happen. Seraphin speaks slowly, carefully. And I know the risks. I can see all that. But I also know what happened last time. He paused. And I don't want you to forget again. To lose all this. He gestures around the cockpit. Everything we've done. Neither do I. Stefan nods silently, unsure what to add. I'm not trying to scare you, I just needed to say that. If the reboot doesn't go how we want, I'll miss you. I'll miss all this. I want to say I will too, but if I lose my memories, then will I? I don't think I will, but I'll say I will. If you remember, Serafin laughs shakily at his own joke. Yeah, exactly. Serafin turns back to his pilot console. Whenever you are ready, we can go to Flicker Road, to Bliss. Serafin pokes at the console in front of him. If you have things you want to wrap up first, I understand. I would too. Here, Serafin tosses an object across the cockpit, and you catch it out of the air. Take that with you when you go to Bliss. It's good luck. You open your hand and see a familiar metal disc, a coin. Its engraving rubbed away a little more than a vague shapes and signs. Tala gave it to me. Now it's yours. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Servant. Oh, and Lord is back. I'm guessing you didn't see the surprise, Lord. You missed it. Now you'll never know. Kidding. Give me a treat, thank you, and give the cats a treat. The cats are eating right now, but I'll give them in a bit. I'll have some Pringles. Okay, so I was looking online because I want to be sure. The game seems to be hinting that it's gonna end after, and I was looking online to see because we have permanent glitch, and if the reboot goes well, it should fix that. And the permanent glitch is very, very annoying. Of course, just my luck. Oh, I'm sorry. Lab was here, so I thought, okay, I'll just do it while Lab's here, because Lab has a very short window to see it. And I thought, maybe you'll see it still. Maybe you'll show up, but you didn't. So that's a shame. But I'll show it in a second. But yeah, anyway. The game is kind of hinting that you should wrap things up before you do it. But the thing is, we have permanent glitch, and the reboot should fix it. And I don't know, like, is this game gonna just kill me, you know? I reboot and I die. Just gonna do me like that? I hope not. But I was looking online and trying not to get spoilers. And what I saw is that it depends. So maybe we'll be able to play after, maybe not. This is kind of what I saw, but I also saw play say no. But I feel like this person was asking for no spoilers. They were like, should I do all the other stuff or not? And this person said no, but I feel like if you don't want to spoil it for someone, you would just say no. Just, yeah, you know, do your drives just to be safe, basically. So we're gonna do that. We'll do that. Who's Tala? I don't remember Tala. You open your hand and see... Oh, it's his sister, is it? Okay, the coin he keeps using. We can't run from this forever. Alright. He glances over his shoulder and smiles. We've done enough running away anyway. He turns back to the console and returns to the diagnostics. You leave the cockpit and run a hand along the ribbed metal wall of the passage outside. It's just smelling the Pringles. Is it really possible that you could forget all these layers of memory of experience? Perhaps you can put it off a little longer, take another tour around the belt, tie up loose ends, or perhaps you've had enough of that. Why try to escape the inevitable? Try to recall how it felt when you woke up after Lane interrupted the first reboot. Even that is fading into a hazy memory, told by an unreliable narrator. Maybe this is just the next step then, one of thousands that put you here, and first of thousands more that will take you onward. You come out of your thoughts still unsure, still aware that decision is when to take that step and ultimately rests with you. But yeah, that's... Oh, wait. Sorry, Lord, I forgot. I immediately forgot. Are you looking? You have to look. You have to look. Are you looking? Pressingly looking? Okay. Look. Ta-da! It's I feel so nerdy right now. I thought it was a really cool idea, and then Cyber kept saying it's really nerdy, and I'm like, oh, did I go too far? Did I nerd out too far? Proven? Wait, prove one. Play it? Let's see. I got it's Monday and I didn't practice it long. But I did practice this. I hope this sounds good, by the way. I don't know if this sounds good on the mic. I didn't test it. Ocarina of Time or bust? I got you. Not very well, but I got you. Hello? What is happening? There you go. The high notes are so difficult. They sound weird, but it's also like you're letting go of everything, basically. You know, it's like. But yeah, I'm still learning because this is kind of like try to always cover them all and everything. There's like these. This is a 12 hole, and I don't see any tutorials explaining these very well. Because like, especially with this one, this one's bigger, and if I'm covering like that, the bigger one is not very well covered. So I don't really know how that works. Anyway. Okay, sounds like my recorder music class on primary. Yeah, basically. Basically, yeah. And it's, I mean, it's kind of similar. I think it's harder than the recorder. I think the recorder's easier. But yeah, it's fun, you know? It came with a book. I also bought another book, but I haven't looked at it yet. And it explains a few things. Plus, it has the Can Can song. I haven't looked at it very much, but yeah. The thing is, I need to train more, you know, because I don't have all the notes memorized or anything. Where is it? I was looking for it before also, and I couldn't find it. I don't know where it is. I should just mark it. Hello? Right, there. Right there. Can. Yeah. You earned my eternal service? What do you mean? I mean, I'm glad though. I'm glad. I was worried. I don't know. I thought. Actually, we were playing Repo and we found an ocarina the first time. And I thought, wait, that's a great idea. I really like playing instruments, but like I learned the flute for many years. And first of all, like for reasons like I didn't learn it very well basically from my first teacher, so I'm not super good. But also it's a very loud instrument. And because I live in an apartment building, I'd be annoying my neighbors most of the time, so like, yeah. But I thought, you know, I can play some of these instruments. They're easier to learn, and then maybe one day I could learn piano. I think that would be cool. But yeah, for now we just have this, and I thought we can have maybe some redeems. Like you guys can ask me to play it. I thought that would be cool. And maybe if it's someone's birthday, I can play Happy Birthday. I know how to play it, so. Oh, nice. May you enjoy it. Thank you. I am enjoying it. It's a bit nerdy, I'll admit, you know, but it's fun. Looking forward to the many new buttons, yes. I think it'll be cool. I just have to learn a few. I have to train because I still barely trained. I think I have a bit of an edge because I played flute for many years. But still I have to train, you know. Yeah. And this one they said someone who's very good at playing ocarina, some professional, I don't know. Oh, Serpent's going. They said this is the perfect one for beginners. And it came in pink, black, or blue. And I was like, well, I don't even have to think about it. It was very cute. The other colors I didn't like so much. So yeah. So we're not doing the reboot yet. Slightly nerdy is interesting anyway, exactly. It's it's a gaming streaming channel, you know? This is it's pretty nerdy already, you know? I'm thinking we should go to export remains. Do that one. Let's get ready for it. That's really bad rules. But yeah, it is fun. I do really like playing instruments. I thought about buying an harmonica also. But I thought, let me just start with this one. Like buying both. But let me just start with this one and then we'll see. Oh, I got energy. Fine. I want supplies. We'll just pay for them. And then we can get them while doing the mission. I'm depressed enough for harmonicas. Why are you depressed? What's happening? What's wrong? I could play the piano man. That'd be cool. But the thing I also saw about harmonicas is you have different scales, you know? I don't know if that's the right word in English. It's like if you want to play a song, you need a one of a certain scale. You can move at least some songs to different. You can move songs to different scales, but also the harmonica needs the right range, you know. But just drum I'm fine. I hope so. You better be fine. Yeah, I hope you are good. You better be good. Yeah. Hopefully that cheered you up. The Zelda thing. A surprise, I think, full IPG. Hell yeah. Good, good. I'm happy. I did learn the Zelda one because I thought that would be the best one to reveal too. I just need to learn the others. The thing it has, the ocarina has a very small range. So, like the song I played from Zelda, I think it's Zelda's Lullaby. It has. There's a part where it starts going very high, and the ocarina doesn't reach that. This one at least doesn't reach that. I don't know which ones are supposed to reach that. I'm guessing you just have to buy a different one, maybe? But yeah, it's a bit weird. You can't really play... It has to be on, like, very, like, specific thing. Anyway. Teach Lilu that note? Hell yeah. Good idea. Hello. Oh, Stitch, shut up. Stitch, can you do that now? You wanna learn to sing? But yeah. My baby boy. Oh, sorry, I didn't unmute the game. But yeah, I think it's a fun addition to the stream, you know? We'll do a redeem thing with it. I just don't know how much to make it, because I mean, it shouldn't be like 500, because then all I'm gonna be doing is playing it. I don't want to make it insanely expensive, but also like, yeah, I also like don't want to be playing it all the time, because it might also annoy some people. All right, let's go do this. Cadet and I'm thinking I should take Junie. I'm thinking I'm gonna need a lot of interface things, you know? Oh, sorry, I'm not showing the game. I'll go to the top. We're doing the export remains mission. Yeah, game screen. Every time I do this, like in the middle of playing a game, I do that. I forget to. Thank you for warning me. All right. Alright, let's go. We're taking Junie, and Cadet is locked because this is for her, so. And it's filled. So one time I did a mission with just one crew member, or... Yeah, I think so. So that was fun. As the rig drew closer to export, the crew became silent, now staring out at what is left of what was once a thriving station. You feel empty. The full extent of the damage is impossible to ignore. Grim, Seraphin shakes his head. It doesn't feel like we were here that long ago. He sighs. Now this is what is left. Sage, what's up? You look at the clouds of scattered debris, the layers of the station torn open to the void. It is a reminder of how close the war and the unseen atrocities of the system are to shifting into the belt. I don't like digging around in a place like this. Seraphin turns to you. Let's be quick about it. Well, we need to know what happened. Seraphin nods. Looking at this place, I'm not sure that's going to be possible. You look out at the gutted station. It's hard to know where you might start among all that debris. Dude? I think he was passing in front... Oh my god. Okay, wait. If Lilu goes through here, I'll show you. Okay, she stopped, I think. Lilu came in and they were kind of like attack mode. So Lilu puffed her tail a bit, but it's gone already. Kind of funny though. Anyway, you head to the airlock to suit up and get ready. You ready for this? Cadet catches up to you in the passageway. This place is almost already giving me the creeps. I'm ready. Cadet nods. If there are answers to be found, we'll find them here. What a waste. Junie is getting ready to go out with you. The belt only has a few stations left like this. That takes a suit from the locker. Seraphin said the radiation is lower than expected, but still too high for prolonged exposure. The suit should keep most of it off us. We can't take long out there. Yes, Stitch? What's up? What is up? My baby boy. The stress on the suit and the rig she will be forced to leave in 3 cycles. Cadet grabs a helmet. Not a moment more. 3 cycles is crazy. You get ready too, your mind filled with memories of export. You hope they will help you navigate this shattered ruin, but looking at what's left, you doubt it. 3 cycles is insane. That's crazy. What am I gonna do in 3 cycles? Oh my god, I'll do that. I mean, a 5 is still pretty good. Oh my god, that was a 4. I'm a dumbass. I was thinking she has 2 pluses, she has 1. That's fine. We'll just do some of this. And then... Oh, that's +3. Let's do a 5 there. I have a glitch. This is why I was hoping to be able to do the thing first, because I have a glitch here. You hear that, Sleeper? That stops among the debris just outside the ruined exchange. I didn't even read what I was doing. I just started doing it. Search so far has been... It was like... only thing I could do anyway. Search so far... has been thankless, a grim slog through endless debris. We're glad for the break. You stop floating in the dark and listen. There's a hissing on the open comm channel, a hissing you've grown used to. Now that you listen to it again, though, you notice something else in the noise. There's something different to it now, a texture, a modulation of tone. Is that a voice? Cadet cuts in. Someone is speaking. Her eyes look wide through the faceplate of her suit. You listen carefully, and yes, perhaps there is a voice there, though it is quiet and distant. It could be a person speaking, or it could be some residual signal from an automated system, one that is slowly dying in this wasteland. Huh. You see Cadet moving around, testing the signal strength from different positions. It's coming from the direction of the dogs. Her voice hisses through the comms, layering over the broadcast. Oh, wait, it couldn't be a survivor. I don't think it could be. I don't think it could be a survivor, right? I don't know. Are we sure it's worth checking out? I'm not. Seraphine's voice cuts in over the comms. We can't go chasing ghosts, not with so little time left. The rig can't sit out here getting cooked by radiation, and neither can you. Seraphine's voice distorts and shifts. You should move to the epicenter, where Factory Row used to be. That's where this all went down. Cadet looks at you, and you know she wants to chase the signal to the dogs. She wants there to be someone there calling out to you. Is it like, I don't think it's possible for someone, I guess, unless someone came here recently and got stuck or something. I don't think they could be just here. You look over towards the remains of Factory Row, the epicenter as Seraphin called it. It is now a cloud of debris and fragments of base. A shadow of what it once was. For the first time in a while you think of Karsten. You look back at the remains of the dogs, a few warning lights, and systems still flickering away in the ruins. With not much time left here, you have a choice about where to focus your efforts. Any chance we can do both? Ruin dogs, we have 2 pluses and Junie has another. We're still on day 1. Okay, so we think it could be a survivor. I don't know. But, okay, so when they say survivor, it has to be someone who was here when it blew up. How can someone survive this? And then the radiation after him. That's what I don't get. I don't think it can be. This is insane, by the way. That's insane. Oh my god, these are so long. I don't think I can even do one, to be honest. Couldn't we go and come back or something? No, that doesn't make sense. I don't know. You know what? We're gonna do it Cadet once because we're here because of her. Then. I don't remember. But Cadet can do this one and not the other, so that kind of sucks. Well, they can do the other, it's just they have minuses. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. This is 12. I think I want to do this one. If it really is a survivor, which I can't understand how it could be, then I think we should go for it. Can I get a 3, please? Oh, I can! Okay. I'm gonna push that and do that. I'm not gonna use the glitch. The glitch is too risky. What I'm thinking is, should I risk a 3 here? I think I'm gonna risk a 3 here. I'll take it. That can take a lot of stress, so that's fine. Let's go. I'm gonna keep going for the survivor. Junie has a 5, which turns into a 6. That only gives 2 though, so I think maybe that was a bit of a waste. That's okay. This feels like a bit of a waste, because now I have just 1. I could try a 3 here. Let me try that. Yes! Alright. Urgent, the broadcast echoes through your comms. Retrieval required. Conway network agents, please respond. You float beside Cadet, the 2 of you shocked to silenced by the sight in front of you. Both of you have traced the ghost signal deep into the dark all the time, wondering if it might be a voice of a survivor, but you had not prepared yourself for this. In a corner of the docks there is a nest of machines, a gathering of drones and motorized sleds, crane systems and docking clamps, a nest for the drone mine. Stop, please. Voice shimmers with distortion. What? Relayed on the same carrier signal as the voice and as the ghost's broadcast. We wish to be recovered. You don't know the mechanics of what you're looking at, but you understand it. The drone mine fled here, but how? Exchange a look with Cadet, and she seems unsure of what to do. You switch your comms channel to the broadcast signal. Oh, we won't hurt you. Recovery requested. The drone mine's voice trembles with glitches. Confirm Conway extraction's role and identity. You wonder what this mine knows. Is it just an interface designed to speak between humans and drones with the recognizable cadence of intelligent speech, or is it a thinking machine? You hear a click as Cadet switches to a private channel. This thing is a weapon. Her voice is flat and unemotional. We should be careful what we say here. Confirm Conway extraction's role and identification. The drone mine intones, please. I don't know. Let's lie to the drone. You make up a designation that sounds plausible. Cadet turns to you and raises an eyebrow, confirming with central control. The nest shudders. Confirmation impossible. Connection severed. Retry. Look, Cadet faces through the private channel. It's hardwired to the station. You look where she's nodding and see a single thick power cable snaking from an industrial wall outlet. The nest is clustered around the other end, huddling close to the fading power supply of the station like it's the dying embers of a fire. Urgent. The broadcast starts. Retrieval required. Conway... Okay. Cadet moves forward a little. I order you to deliver a report on your current status. This is a direct report from Conway Control. She turns back to you and shrugs. It's worth a shot. Confirmation impossible. Connection severed. The nest fades, then flickers back to life. Temporary bypass activated. Cognitive functional minimal. Power supply minimal. Hardware suboptimal configuration. No drone units connected. I am alone. Aww. Shift between communication registers between formal and human. It isn't settling. Code center compromised. Data extracted by a third party. Hello Spec 1 and Raiders. How are you guys doing? Thank you so much for the raid. Welcome in. What were you guys doing? We're talking to a thing that looks kind of like a machine and then kind of talks like a human sometimes, and it's weird, so yeah. How about you? It's time to get inspected. Amazing. What were you guys playing? Citizen Sleeper, yes, that's right. Although if you haven't seen all of the second one, I have hiccups. I am more at the end of the game, so spoiler warning. Spectacular, amazing. I was playing Doom Eternal, trying to knock it out before Dark Ages tomorrow. Wait, Dark Ages? What do you mean by that? Doom? Which one is Doom? I think I'm... Let me look it up. I think I have it on my list. I think I do have it on my list. Don't I? I think so. Are you enjoying it? Wait, next week, not tomorrow? What do you mean Dark Ages? What's happening? Alright, well, thank you for... Okay, you scared me? What? Wait, what? Thank you for the follow, Arma Dreaddawn. I hope I'm reading that right. Thank you so much for the follow. Doom the Dark Ages. Oh. New game. I didn't know there was a new Doom coming out. I don't know much about the Dooms. I think I have it on my list, but... Bitch. Drop some stuff. It's a really fun game, and yet Doom the Dark Ages. Oh. I should play that. We have too many games going, we can't. But now I'm interested. It's an FPS, right? By the way, feel free to raid and run, I totally get it. You know? You need to eat or sleep or something, I totally get it. Thank you for the raid again. Yes, FPS, alright. Yeah, so many games, yes, it's true. And now I'm playing Oblivion, so I think we will play Oblivion for years, you know, that game, if we want to do everything. Yeah, it never ends. Right, hello, chill feels? Hello, welcome in. Welcome in all the raiders. My chat is looking. Missing information is weird. Anyway. It's the FPS? What do you mean by that? I do need to eat, yeah. I'm always hungry at the end of my stream, and I'm tired, and I'm everything. So I get that. But my my personal chef is cooking right now, so I'll be good when it's done. But he's cooking something very long, so I think we have quite a bit of time. Like almost another hour, probably. Which is funny because he said he wanted to eat at 9. Personal chef, that's right. Cyber really likes cooking, so he just always cooks, and I do more of the cleaning. You know, it's our deal. He likes cooking. I hate cooking, so yeah. Maybe like I'm gonna go nibble. All right, thank you for the lurk and thank you for the raid, Spec One, and I hope you enjoy your food. Bon appetit, how we say in Portugal. In Portuguese. Alright, let's see. Oh my god, that's so cute. That's an adorable ducky. Alright, let's see. So this Drone Mind was broadcasting like an SOS, basically. And now it's asking us to confirm, like asking us for our Conway IDs, basically, and we're not Conway. So yeah. But it also can't connect to the server. The connection is server, so yeah. Code center compromised, data extracted by third party, self-destruct disabled. Oh, that's good. Purge control disabled. Parts of the nest fall away. The power draining faster as the drone mind attempts to draw more from the station. Please, the drone mind asks nonsensically, please stop. Did you destroy the station? Cause that moves close now. Bearing down on the nest, it is little more than a pile of broken machines scouring in a corner as the power fades. Self-destruct attempted, process failed, hardware purge... What the hell? Hardware purge attempted. Process failed, self-preservation protocol activated, propagated through the station network, station failed. Central failure imminent, please stop. The machine in the nest begins to go dark, please stop, please stop. That turns back to face you. It didn't do this, she sighs. It tried though. It tried to destroy itself and take the station with it. What the hell? Turns back to look at the failing mind hiding in machines it was not built to inhabit. It escaped into the network and ended up here. I mean, it isn't responsible. Responsible or not, that's enough. Cadet reaches over and rips the power cable from the wall, leaving it floating. The nest shuts off, the broadcast channel goes silent. Bay goes dark. What was left of the drone mind, whatever protocol or data escaped into these machines and their network, it's gone now. There is no hardware left to hold it. Come on, Cadet glides out of the room, leaving you among the dead machines. What the hell? I feel kind of bad. I feel bad. Aww. He was asking for help. He said he was alone and everything. It was weird. Very weird. Ooh, hello. I don't know if we'll find anything here now, to be honest. Who doubted it? I don't know. Oh! Oh my god, why didn't I push? I'm a dummy. Why didn't I push? That's okay. We still have 2 days, I think? Or is it just this next one? I think it's this and another, no? I hope it is. It might not be. I hope it is. Alright. I'm gonna use my 6s. Let's see what's in here. You float in the pieces of what was once Factory Row. There is little way to see what these pieces once were, scattered and scorched as they are. You cannot assemble them back into that place in your mind, and the longer you have searched here, the more that this broken place has weakened your memory of when it was whole. But you have managed to put something together here, part of the story of Export's final moments. That story is told in the blast marks on the exterior plates, the pattern of debris, the materials and makeup of the station's remains. Hello. I don't know what happened. Cyber came here with a toy, let Lilo out, and now she's back. I don't know. Beyond that, wait. Wait, we didn't give the cats the second treat. Okay, wait, sorry. Lord, are you still here? And if you are still here, what treats do you want to give? Do you want to give from the bag? Or like one of the other flavors? Maybe I should write all the options. We have way too many now. Meat? Just the normal meat? The usual? Let's see if they still like... It was Stitch who paused it, by the way. It wasn't me. Enough experimentation. Yes, you're right. Alright, Stitch. It's okay, don't worry. Lord is saving you from all these treats that you don't know. Oh my god, he's so hungry. Oh, this didn't open enough. It's annoying. Just comfort food. Yes, I get that. Totally get that. If it were a few years ago, anything would be comfort food for Stitch. He'll eat anything. But now he's a very picky boy, aren't you? I spoiled you. I spoiled you, I did. Now you're like, oh, this raw salmon is not up to my standard. So this is... Let's really get it out. Sometimes they don't rip so well. I feel like it was kind of my fault this time, but it's okay. I'll blame it on them. Otherwise I'll get used to the expensive one. That's true. I think that one is more expensive, so I'm not looking forward to them liking it. I don't know though, I didn't check. The other ones I got from this brand were, so I'm guessing these are too. Yeah. Stitch needs a monocle and fancy hat? I like it. I like that. And then we give him a treat and he's like, well, the color looks so great, you know, the, I don't know, then he does some that, like, cleansing your palette, try it. I'll need to have some water here so he can do. Right, Stitch. Look at this boy. Get all the treat dust. Get all of it. I get this one. Thank you. Anyway. It's done. The treat's done. This liver is not at room temperature mediocre exactly. That sounds like Stitch, doesn't it? Doesn't it? Now, like, Cyber I think this was back in Ireland still. Cyber was cooking salmon and he gave both of them a bit of like raw salmon, nothing on it, just the raw salmon. Lilo loved it, but Stitch did not eat it. He did not. And now every time Cyber cooks salmon, Lilo is always around him and meowing at him and being super nice because she wants more. And he always gives her some bits of it. But Stitch doesn't want it. And he's also done the same with the raw meat. But I don't think they really ask for meat when he's cooking. But he's given them some and Stitch still didn't eat it. He's just too picky for that. He's too fancy for that. You know? Needs to be cooked a certain way, I guess. Certain spices, you know. Otherwise, it's not up to his palate. All right, let's see. Where was I? Beyond that, one other thing is remarkable. There aren't any bodies. It seems that Export had some warning. The lack of docked ships, the lack of mass casualties, though the explosion surely killed many. It all suggests a station that had time to react to at least evacuate in parts. Okay, that's good. And then there's a blast, an explosion that the evidence points to as coming from the outside of the station. It is hard to tell, as so much secondary damage was caused by debris and shrapnel. But the pattern is there if you look. Let's go! 100% positive. Something catches your eye and you look over to see Cadet arriving alongside you, studying the same debris as you. Put it all together. Oh, I even lost stress from that. Hell yeah. Pieces come together. A moment of warning and evacuation, then an external attack. The first causes the second. The warning and evacuation causes the attack? You know the drone mine was here, being scraped for code and data, screaming for it to stop. Oh. And then something happened, something that its captors could not control. There was a crisis, rapid panic, and Export was killed for their crimes. So the drone mine was scraped for code and data, screaming for them to stop. Then something happened and I guess they got the warning and then they tried to escape and there was an external attack. Was it from Conway? It was a cover-up. It was a cover-up, wasn't it? Cadet has been watching you think through the evidence and you see the flash of recognition in her eyes. They wanted to hide what had happened here, what they were doing. Had to be sentenced that. Is Conway gone? I don't remember now. Is Conway gone? Had to be sentenced that. Who else would sacrifice a station to remain hidden? You see the anger in her eyes. Oh hell. That's why Export was destroyed. The drone mine got out, entered the network. Who knows what it might have done? Could it have taken apart the station itself, overloading every system, opening every airlock? Was its drive towards self-destruction that strong? Someone didn't wait to find out. Its escape sealed the station's fate. In the end, there was only one conclusion. Those who brought drone mine to Export, those who dug into its code and systems while it was alive, they ended the station. Oh. The logic is cruel and cold, the kind that the vacuum of the helium system allows. We find no comfort in knowing the truth. Wow. Oh, we did it! With a day to spare, I think. I'm not sure actually we had a day to spare. Because I think it started with this one, so we did 1 and 2. Right? Well, 1 and 2. Yeah, so we had another day, no? Oh no, I'm confused. And anyway, we were able to do both. You know what, I'll even do some of this. Why not? I'm here. Oh, they can't do it. Oh, they're bad at it. Okay, well, whatever. Let's go. Let's leave. Let me just check again. Yeah, there's nothing left. Let's leave. There's not much to celebrate on your return from the remains of Export, but you are glad to be back here all the same. There is something surprising in that dark side as a haven, not a prison. The slowly recurring idea of this overgrown city as a home. As you have seen in Export, stability cannot be taken for granted, not anywhere in the belt. But dark side has a solidity and life that feels like it might endure. That catches up with you. We need to talk, she looks around, but not here. Come, I have something I want to show you. Where are we? That leads you deep into the heart of Darkside, through quiet corridors and bustling streets on paths you didn't know existed. As you glide after her, the station seems to grow in your mind, its possibilities multiplied by the routes that pass through it. Just through here, Cadet leads you across a covered bridge, the view on either side looking down caverns of lit units. What's up, Lilo? What's up? Aww. Oh, you're being so sweet. Such a good girl. Adorable. This close to the center of Darkside, the air is warm and passages are quiet. Here, Cadet smiles. This is the place. She points at a low and wide entrance with storage racks inside. Next door is a smaller unit with a window looking out to the passage. It seems like a workshop, perhaps abandoned or never finished. It's dusty and dark. I've been keeping an eye on it. It's abandoned. She glides inside and slaps a wall pad. Lights flicker on. Oh, illuminating a constellation of dust. She floats in the glittering specks. Looks promising? That left, so okay, I know it's a wreck, but it's a start. When we've been on Darkside, I've been coming out here. I just happened across it, but I knew when I found it. I want to start again, Sleeper. She knocks on a metal wall, and this is where I'm going to make that start. What we saw in Export, what's left of it, just confirmed it to me. We cannot stop Senatstad as much as we can't stop the war. She runs a finger along the storage racks. We have what? The drive? Our suspicions? Senatstad is vast. Well, the drive is gone, I think. Right? I destroyed it? We do have the information. What drive? Are there more drives? I'm confused. Oh, is it... I don't know, I'm confused. Our suspicion Senatstad is vast, so how could we pin this to them? Even if we wanted to. She looks over the workshop. I don't want to think about it anymore. I want to start again. I want to work, to ride my bike and courier packages till I fall into my bed at the end of the day with nothing left. Cadet picks up an old corroded tool from the racks. I want to build something here, in spite of everything, in spite of the fact that they could take it all away, because that's the point. To go on living without conceding, to go on building or trying to build something where we can find it. That's what I brought you here to understand, so you'd know why I'm letting this all go. Letting what go? Wait, what? What? I don't understand it, because I'm confused. I'm confused. Let what go? Senatstad? Oh, she wants to give up on fighting Senatstad. I guess I understand. I understand that, like, what can we do against them? Like, they're a very big corporation. I don't know. I mean, I understand. I'm not sure we should give up, but I understand. You could do the same, you know, Cadet frowns. We don't have to beat ourselves senseless against the truth. My old life is gone. Clearing my name on the far spindle doesn't matter. Spindlejacks will have forgotten me, but this place, Cadet smiles, it doesn't know me at all. You know where the drive is, what it contains. You know what happened at export. Cadet's eyes shine in the workshop lights. Take it from me, it's yours now. Can't carry this anymore. I don't remember what the drive contains, I'm not gonna lie. I don't really remember. We should do this together? I feel like saying that is like I'm not respecting their feelings, but... Okay, I will. I'm not gonna go against you. She nods, thank you. My travels are over. If you need to find me, I will be here. Cadet smiles. Thank you for all you've done. I hope you can understand why I need to do this. She turns and disappears deeper into the workshop. Across the bridge again, dark side glowing on all sides. You think of the drive buried deep in some compartment within the Scatteryards hub. Filled with data worth destroying a station over, it is yours now. But you wonder as you cross back through the city, your mind racing, how can all this end well? Shall I go get the drive then? Oh, I have the Solheim data. I kind of forgot about that. Yeah, okay. Alright, okay. That's couriers. Oh. Why is there a 4-cycle wait on that? Alright, there's your data. Okay, I did remember the number right. That's good. What's up, Junie? I've been waiting for what feels like a long time. Junie insists you can't help, so you find yourself floating in the baking heat of the HAPEP mainframe while she taps away at her terminal. As you do, you can't help but shake the feeling of a presence nearby. Wait, what? Okay. One that you are coming to understand as some remnant of Overseer. You don't know if Overseer was ever really a person, but now their many selves combined and dispersed, their consciousness expanding to fill the vast space of the HAPEP and its networks. They surely aren't even close to human anymore. Think of them as a ghost, but perhaps now they are better understood as something less mournful. As a system, a process, a thing becoming. The entire station is their body. You can't help but wonder how that feels. And we are ready. Junie hits a key on her terminal with percussive force. It'll take a little while, but she'll be coming online in a few moments. She looks flushed with excitement. Gee? Weren't you listening last time? Junie squints at you. Don't tell me you drifted off. Thinking about Overseer. Junie shakes her head, then you don't know. She suddenly looks concerned. A voice screeches out of the terminals. It descends in pitch from a squeal to speaking. Then, below the mainframe, a flickering projection appears, first as lines and then as solid light. Welcome, visitors. Warden flickers and warps. I am the warden. Please provide. The image jerks and freezes and blinks out. Shit, Junie taps on her terminal. Just need to reconfigure her for the HAPEP system. The warden? Seriously? What? Junie doesn't look up from the terminal. I told you last time, we need a way to process and understand all this data. Warden is perfect. Better not blow up in our faces. It won't. Junie glances over her shoulder. I've taken precautions. She can't hurt us. Technician is right. Warden's clipped voice echoes through the cavernous mainframe bay. My protocol is operating under safe mode limitations. What about the Overseer? Tell me. What don't I know? Warden's blind eyes stare out over your head. Do not be concerned, Officer Dahl. I'll fix that. What about the archive? Warden is our archive. She can sort the data, act as an interface, answer queries from anyone who visits. Junie smiles. Come on. You have to admit, this is pretty cool. So Junie put the warden in the Epic thing, mainframe. That's interesting. You look at the statuesque figure of Warden, once at the heart of Solheim's intelligence gathering operations across the belt. Could such a tool of corporate oversight ever be used for something good? Look, watch this. Junie turns to Warden. Warden, provide the last known location of every Solheim vessel above rigger class in the Starward belt. Immediately, technician. Warden draws a circle with a pointed finger and it expands, filling with bright specks. First hundreds and then thousands, a constellation of sights. See, Junie grins. This is our future, built on the foundation of our past. These tools are ours now. You look at the arc of specks, the points of light describing the shape of a long-dead corporation's power. It's incredible. Junie smiles. It is. People need to know what this system is built on. Warden can do that, expose that. It'll be good to us. It'll be up to us to reshape the ruins into something new. I knew when I saw her that I couldn't leave her there, alone in the dark. I've been in that dark pit and it doesn't condemn another being to it. And I won't condemn another being to it. Junie looks down at the placid Warden. Human or not, how we treat her is a test of our own values, of the world we project. Data is not a currency, it is not a commodity, it is the immaterial output of a system, a structure, a society. Junie meets your eye. This will be a place to uncover that system for ourselves. She looks around at the chaotic trailing wires and the floating terminals. Once I've cleared up a bit, she laughs. You and Junie spend a little longer in the mainframe, sorting cables and offering Warden casual queries. Not all of them return useful information, and Junie begins listing out the changes she will need to make. After a while, you both find yourself tiring, heads aching with all the fresh information you have crammed into them, so you close up the core and ascend back through the layers of the facility to Darkside's surface. As you do, you feel the history of each strata. The layers that make up this place and the belt beyond. Now more than ever, it feels tangible to you. Oh. As if it contains not only the past, but the promise of the future as well. Alright. We got another point. Hell yeah. Alright, so now I think we could go get the drive. Let's go get the drive. I guess refuel just to be safe. Although I think fuel's fairly cheap there, but I'm not sure, I don't remember. Get our yards, right? Yeah, okay. Workshop of Cadet's data scraper friend is just as two of you left it. Remember the cycles you and Cadet spent in here, poring over that dark data? Strange fragments of the drone mine's protest seated among the cold code. Find the drive where Cadet told you it would be, in a compartment under the padding of a bunk lined with thick shielding that makes its contents undetectable. As you pull the drive out, the metal cold on your hands, You have a sudden urge to smash it to pieces, this object which escaped export when so many others didn't. When Senestad, and it was Senestad, you are sure of that now, decided to cover up what they'd done, they first made sure that this drive would get out. That it would pass to the far spindle and then onward. But something went wrong, some miscommunication or mistake, that's all it was, a tiny slip and it all fell apart. Now the drive is in your hands instead. Turn it over in your hands. You know the drive contains Conway access codes, control codes, and perhaps more besides that. Data of great value, data that could win a war. You also know you are sick of thinking about it. Dude, I don't remember this drive very well, I'm not gonna lie. This is when Cadet was carrying that they asked for our help with, right? No, I'm gonna take it. I'm not gonna smash it. You slip the drive into a pocket and close up the workshop. You head back to the rig, and as you do, you turn the drive over in your pocket, unsure what the next step might be. As you glide through the hub, you pass ship fitters and crews all moving on their own vectors. It feels strange to carry the drive past these people, all of them totally unaware of the threat it might pose to them. The station. Excuse me. Stranger stops you in the passageway with a hand on your shoulder. Can I ask for your help with something? Their sudden appearance shakes you out of your thoughts. You quickly take your hand out of your pocket off the drive. You look at the stranger in front of you. He is roughly dressed in a heavy coat, but he is otherwise unremarkable. You could... Oh, he has dice in his hand. You could have passed him many times before and not have known. I'm looking for something. He looks over his glasses at you, a little lost tribe. Who are you? This matter concerns my client more than me. He leans back a little. His voice calm. So introductions won't be necessary, but the drive belongs to my client, and he would be very happy to see it returned. Suddenly something catches your eye, a set of dice, like those used to play Star and Stoker. The stranger is playing with them in one hand, turning them end over end in the station's microgravity. I'm not sure I want to ask about the die. I don't think he said at any point that I have it. So I guess I don't want to say... I don't know. What's with the dice, I guess? The stranger looks down at them, and as if he had forgotten he was holding them. I must admit, I love to play games to pass the time. I enjoy the chaos of Star and Stoker with its unpredictable shifts. He spins the floating dice. My brother, however, prefers systematic progression of Tavla with its inevitability. Suppose it runs in our family, he sighs, but I won't bore you with childhood stories. Please, let's be direct. Gives you a friendly smile. My search for the drive brought me to the scatter yards, but from here the trail went cold. That was until you arrived. Pushes his glasses up his face, then the trail lit back up, just like that. How? The stranger moves his hand in his jacket pocket a little. And you see a shape in there, a box-like impression in the fabric. My client never intended these events, you must understand. One of their other contractors proved to be overzealous in an attempt to conceal their mistakes, but the result was the regrettable situation you saw in export. But for all that to be for nothing, that would be a waste beyond the original act, piling insult on injury. What? Dude, what? Stranger sighs. There is much to be gained in a system desperate for peace. for the war to be ended, and wars tend to end when one side concedes. What? He's saying if I give the drive to him, the war will end. Is that it? I don't believe you. Truth does not necessitate your belief in it. Yeah, but you kind of want me to believe in you to give it the drive to, right? Only a few possible futures remain for the belt. My client will facilitate one of the better ones. That is why I'm here. But if you need an additional persuasion, I am authorized to offer you 300 cryo as a reflection of your efforts. Stranger smiles again, his tone never straying from its businesslike calm. Now, can you return my client's drive? I don't remember what is happening with this drive. I don't think I want to give him the drive, though. I just don't remember very well, so I'm not 100% sure of my choices. Now, can you return my client's drive? Stranger's hand shifts in the jacket pocket. You have the feeling this is not a choice you can deny. Okay, I can't just take it with me. I have to break it or give it to him. But if I give him... But if I give this to him, it's going to Senatstadt. Right? And Senatstadt... First of all, they are the people that make sleepers, I think. They were the ones that made export. That destroyed export. They got this driver out before. I feel like I don't remember this well enough. But I don't want to give him the drive, so I'm gonna break in. Grip the drive in your pocket so hard the casing starts to crack. You see the stranger's eyes flash a warning. You dash the drive against the metal wall of the passageway, splintering into 1,000 shards that pepper the two of you with cuts and scratches. The stranger shakes his head, a regrettable decision. You hold yourself ready, expecting a retaliation, but it does not come. The stranger simply turns and clunks away down the passage, not willing to waste another word on you. Your transaction is complete. Oh, my Bitcoin! Oh no! Dude, I didn't want to break it, but I didn't really have an option. I'm sorry for your Bitcoin, Lord. I'm so sorry. But, like, did I want it to keep it? I definitely don't want to give it to Senatstadt. Senatstadt sucks. They're the bad guys. From what I remember, anyway. You head back to the rig, and as you do, a weight lifts up with each corridor, each junction. As you board the station, the transit shuttle that will take you to Marco's yard, back to the rig. Think of export and what is left of that place. You'll never forget what happened to the station, but you will not let it steer your future. Cadet refused to be sucked into that web of secrets, and now you refuse to. There will be no account of Senatstadt's crimes. There will be no reckoning. But there will be a life outside of the future they want for the belt. You know it. So there... Did I do something wrong? That's weird. I want that. Hell yeah. That's weird. I definitely didn't want to hand it over to Senatstadt. But did I do something wrong, maybe? I don't know. I'll refuel here. I don't need a meal. Oh, I'll do that. Why not? try my 2 and my 1. Might as well. I should have done... That was actually kind of dumb. I should have done the 6 there. I would have gotten another component. I don't really need them though, to be honest. Alright, now I think we have 2. Yeah, finish the reboot and revisit Oliveira. Now I'm a bit split because... I think we'll leave this. I think we'll leave this for another stream. Because from what Cyber said to me last break, it will be done soon. So, like, finishing the game will take a minute. But also this doesn't feel like a first stream, to be honest. Anyway, I think we'll still leave it for next time. Yeah. We get one more stream of Citizen Sleeper. That's a good thing. I'll take it. I hope you guys enjoyed that. We'll be playing that another time next week. Trying to think, but I cannot. Now we have Oblivion going, and I don't know actually what we're gonna play after Citizen Sleeper. We do have a bunch of games that I already have and we can play. I don't know what to play though. Do you guys have any suggestions? We have Killer Frequency. I think that would be a fun one, but I think that's more of a cozy stream game. Oh, we have Bioshock. What am I saying? We have to keep going. Exactly, yeah. Bioshock 2. I forgot about Bioshock for a minute there. So yeah, forget that. Never mind. Alright. Shall we raid? We shall. Let's raid Jillian Moe. She's playing Infinity Nikki, which I actually haven't seen much of. I've seen a few things. It looks like a cute game. I don't know. I've seen a few things and it looks cute, and I never really thought if I should watch it or not, play it or not. Actually, I don't know. But yeah, let's raid them, and they have drops. They have drops. Yeah, you know, they have drops. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the game. I hope you enjoyed the surprise. And if you don't know the surprise, here it is. This is the surprise. Yes, I'm not gonna play it now, but that's the surprise if you didn't know, if you didn't see it. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed that. We're gonna be playing this game again next week. And it's almost certainly the last stream because we don't have much else to do. We're gonna... Tomorrow we'll play Oblivion. So, yeah. You should come watch Oblivion. It's a fun game. It'll be a lot of fun. And then Sunday we'll be playing Until Then. Did I put that on the schedule? I did, right? No. Did I just wait? Yeah, okay. I wasn't sure. So yeah, we'll be playing Until Then on Sunday. Which was very interesting. I'm not gonna spoil it if you haven't seen it, but it's very interesting. Things are getting very interesting. So we'll see. We'll see on Sunday. I don't really know what's happening. But yeah, I'll see you guys. Bye!